good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Newcastle United set to face Tottenham Hotspur at home at St. James's Park. Welcome to the channel. My name is Chris, of course, the American Mag. You got Paul, the professor, in the building. To give us his takes as well on what's going on. But of course, we're going to be bringing you the live commentary about this wonderful match. You could say the match of the week will be the derby. Some say the derby of England, Manchester United versus Liverpool. But of course, the second best match, most awaited match for us, this one, Tottenham and Newcastle United. So really good stuff, really good results is of recent history. Although I doubt that it's going to be that way. It's too early in the season to score that many goals. It's like too early for me to be watching the game. It's like you're not going to get 100% of Chris, maybe for the first 20 minutes. But it's going to be great. Of course, I just saw Sandro Tonali walking in the building, Eddie Howe as well walking into St. James's Park, and so it's it's going to be a good one. For some reason, the background is so blurry, man. But well, I'll try to get it sorted because I want to see the chat and the lineups and all that stuff. But if not, we'll have to go a different route. But regardless, we will talk about the lineup. We will talk about Tottenham's lineup as well. But we got we got an hour to cover, to cover a lot of things, especially you, Paul, that haven't gotten your opinion. But well, first of all, the big boss has arrived at St. James's Park. It's the chairman, Al Rumayyan, is in the building. Just see pictures of him, or actually a video of him walking in the building, walking through the stands, shaking people's hands, and there's a lot of rumors that he is in the building to spank a couple of people, in pull some ears. What do you think, mate?
I think it's half and half. I think half of that and half to kind of smooth some things over as well, because they can look on this window how they want, but it is nothing short of a disaster. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, people want to, say it's good we've kept hold of Bruno and that's great. No problem with that. We've held on to our best assets. That's a positive. That's not a good window. I'm sorry, you can't deny it's not a good window. We were told we're going to have a transformative window, and the biggest sign we've probably made is probably Lloyd Kelly. I'm not having a moan at him, but that is not a transformative window. This is a Mike Ashley window. This is Vernon Anita after finishing 5th and getting to Europe and signing Vernon Anita only. This is one of those windows. I'm sorry, it just is. Asula. He's a good backup, but he's not ready. We don't know if he's ready yet. Clearly not, because he hasn't had a minute really here apart from pre-season. Lewis Horner, you can technically count that, but he was here last season. But that's the funds went out for him, and we clearly had money to spend, and we panicked on the last day. We panicked because we knew Gay wasn't going to happen, and then we've gone on with this weird bid of £40 million and Miggy for Elanga, which Nottingham Forest laughed off. I think they were just like, "You having a laugh?" Like, no, we're not. We don't want Miggy, and we don't want 40 million for him. So I can't blame him. I don't think he's worth that much money and a player. But on the last day of the window, that's the thing. You leave it to that minute, and that's the thing that's made us look really stupid. It was all on Gay or nothing, which was really stupid of whoever. I don't care who's in charge. Whoever was in charge of that decision. Yeah, I'm sorry, you need to be fired, because you can't. How can you do that? One signing at a time. I tell my students off for doing one assignment at a time.
Exactly.
You have to. Surely you're looking at other players and putting bids in or whatever. Like, it can't just be like Mark Gay or nothing.
Yeah, man.
All right, if it comes through, it's a good signing, great signing. Oh, he's gone. But is that really going to change our? Is that going to make us 4th or 3rd, just by Mark Gay by himself for that back 4? It's just one of those where, I don't know how transformative that signing is for Newcastle if you make it, but we haven't. So you gotta move on from it now. I hate it, but it is what it is. You got to support the lads now until at least January, and let's see how it happens. I mean, like I say, you've kept your biggest players, which is one positive. There are some backup options, which is again another small positive. But I'm not going to pretend to be some sort of like happy chap and be like pretend that it's been a really good window, because it hasn't. I mean, people who are saying it has been a good window, I want some what you're eating or smoking, because I do not agree.
Yeah. And we're definitely going to get into some more news, things that are going on in the background, of course. But we just got the lineups, and actually probably 10 minutes ago. But we can go with it and try to get some people's reactions. For Newcastle United, Nick Pope, of course, that's a given. In center backs, Emil Kraft, Dan Burn. Valentino Livramento is a right back for Trippier. Kind of not a surprise. I mean, some would say Tottenham is a difficult opponent, so you might want to put the leader. But I mean, we're kind of seeing now that Eddie wants a transition, and that's clearly one of the motivators for Kieran Trippier. They wanted to move on, maybe. But on the left side, once again, he places Lloyd Kelly as a left back
Mm-hmm.
for Lewis Hall. Any Are you in agreement with that?
No, I don't think the chat are either. I mean, it's one of those things where I know Hall has not been perfect this season, but anyway, he's going to get better, and we've seen this many times as games and doing things in games. Lloyd Kelly, I know is going to warrant some playing time. It's a hard one, but what I've seen so far, I'd much prefer Hall, because he gives you more going forward, and he does a lot of stuff that gets unnoticed at times. I know he makes some mistakes, and some of his balls have been a bit hit and miss, but he's still young. But look, let's hope there's a reasoning behind it. Maybe Eddie's seen something in the Tottenham squad that Lloyd Kelly's going to be helpful there. The thing is, if they go down that side and aim for that side, and that's where we get goals scored against us, it's where you live and die by these decisions. So if they score 3 goals and it's all down Lloyd Kelly's side, what we're going to be saying at the end of the game? Lloyd Kelly
Yeah.
shouldn't have started. If Lloyd Kelly is involved in 3 goals for Newcastle going forward or whatever, or being good and involved in good play, then it's kind of like, hey, we were wrong. So it's one of those where until the game kicks off, I can't. I don't know if it's a good or bad decision. I'm hoping for Eddie's sake it's a good one.
Well, that's the problem. I mean, a lot of you mentioned as well, and the chat is not too happy about it.
Yeah.
And as simple as this, man. Against Bournemouth, you place him as a left back. I don't think he was up to par, and nobody was really. But
Yeah.
he didn't do well, especially against Semenyo. Now Tottenham Hotspur has, I don't know if this is right, but Kulusevski on that side. Dejan Kulusevski. We're going to get into Tottenham's lineup, but Lloyd Kelly definitely a big question mark, and we are saying it before the match. I really would put Lloyd Kelly in there. I mean, sorry, Lewis Hall, because it's pretty clear night and day when Lloyd Kelly came on against Bournemouth. Different match for the positive, and so I think Beer Bike asking there in the chat, is Lloyd Kelly playing because of his wages? And that's another detrimental thing. He's on 150 a week.
But if that's got any say in it, then what's that's stupid.
What's the point? Yeah.
Because it's like,
Well, Target would play in case.
Yeah, exactly. You've got people on big wages. Great. Okay. Just because they are, you don't have to play them. You have to. The one thing I've always liked about Eddie recently is that he normally tries to see what he wants to Newcastle play like Newcastle. It's not, he doesn't always think about what Tottenham are going to do. It's all about what we can do to hurt the other team. But this season so far, and obviously we're only 3 games in, if you include the cup, we haven't put our style on any team realistically. I mean, yeah, right. We ended the Nottingham Forest game a bit strong, but not, okay. You win on penalties, which I'm hoping has given like the squad a bit of a a nice moment, because we see that if you win something like that, gives a boost. It's clear that I don't think there's anything wrong backstage. There's a few kind of ideas that there might be a few cobbles or whatever, but looking at the penalty shootout and stuff, it felt like everything was fine. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
that. I just whether it's a lack of it just hasn't clicked yet, or confidence, or whether it's people coming back to fitness fully from being away on it, whatever the, I'm just hoping that we have normally, I'm not saying it's because I'll get wrong if I say it's going to happen. We normally save a performance for St James's Park against Tottenham. Normally,
Right.
normally we do. So I'm hoping that we can have 2-1 today, a nice performance and a nice win, and that will build a lot of confidence.
What I'll tell you this though, going on to the midfield, this is obviously the biggest story that everybody is posting in the chat, asking if this is a piss take because Longstaff playing instead of Tonali. I just don't understand it. I mean, I'm sure Eddie will have some explanation as to why Tonali is not ready, is not fit, is not none of that. But look, the way we started against Forest is, to me, it was unbelievable, and Longstaff plays again. And I said it throughout the week. Don't be surprised if that happens because we already know. I mean, there's nothing different from Eddie's what he's been doing. For a long time now. Sean Longstaff starting, Tonali on the bench. It's definitely getting the fans riled up. I mean, Michael saying afternoon all is Eddie taking the piss? No Sandro, Hull, or Trippier. Not a fan of Kelly, he says. But Niall, I think Howe was the sack leaving them out. What's the sack leaving them out? Well, a lot of people, talking about this situation. What do you think?
I think it's a really difficult one because he obviously had a very, very impactful game against Nottingham Forest, but that was just Wednesday. I know people are
Yeah.
going to start telling me off or whatever, and that's fine. But that was just Wednesday night, and he has just come back. Literally, he has just come back to proper football, professional football. I mean, yeah, right, he's done training, but you can't. It's one of those things where if he starts today and he has that same sort of great start, but then he goes down with a thigh injury and he's out for 6 months, then it's like, what's he doing? You shouldn't have started him. It's one of those things where you're damned if you do and damned if you don't in Eddie's position.
Right. Well,
I think sorry,
and
mate.
he saw Joe Willock get hurt as well, so that could be.
It's it's one of those things that I understand from a point of view why it's happened. I actually thought Sean had a decent game when he came on, when he took over from Tonali. He wasn't terrible. That's one of the better games I've actually seen him have when he came on. I thought he kept the ball well and did some nice things, and obviously scored a very, very good penalty. So fair play to him. But look, for me, I think it's a tactical. It's not. It's not tactical. It's a fitness thing. Tonali will have some minutes today, I'm sure. Sean will probably go off on 70, 60 minutes or whatever, depending on where the game is. And then Tonali will have some, impactful minutes today. I know people want to see him from the start, and I get that, and I get the frustration, but you do have to consider in there the fact that he has only just come back, and we did have if it was Saturday to Saturday or Sunday to Sunday, different story. I'd have been really pissed. But the fact is, he did play Wednesday, and he's not up to scratch with other people who did Wednesday and can do Saturday. He's not there yet, I don't think. And I don't think, it's not great if you injure him, then you're twice as pissed. So I get that people are annoyed, but just remember I think there is some method to the madness there.
Mm-hmm. But of course, the chat don't give a damn about none of those answers. They want they want Tonali in, which I mean, look, it's understandable. We shall see. The problem with Eddie is it's like if at halftime we're playing horrible, people can't. People will know that he won't make a change. It will be until the 60th, 65th minute, and then it becomes, and so that he's not going to make a change quick enough. And then you got Tonali to play 20 minutes and see if he can, make something happen. Which again, we shall wait and see. But we're saying it before the game. I'm saying it specifically. I can't understand the reason, but I would still. I mean, if it doesn't work, then take him off at the 65th minute. Do it the opposite way. But so I'm not liking obviously seeing Longstaff there and Lloyd Kelly. But Bruno Guimaraes in the middle. He's going to be the captain, obviously, of this team. Joe Linton on the left side. Harvey Barnes starting on the right. Now, I will agree on this move simply because there's not a clear uh, owner of that position at the moment. He did play decent on the right side in the Wednesday game, and I think he has the talent for us to say, you know what, we need to be. He needs to be on the pitch. He needs to be on the pitch and see. Let's see what happens on that right side. He is right-footed, so he's not. I mean, look, he doesn't play the traditional winger way. He cuts inside a lot, so playing on the right side, cutting inside, he's right-footed, might not help him to shoot but he is creative. And so look, I'm excited to see Harvey Barnes on the right side. It might not work, but I'm excited. Do you
I
have
think
any
they'll,
objections there?
no, I think they'll switch now as well. I don't think that's just where they're going to end. I think they will
Oh, okay. So you
naturally.
think
I think
Gordon
they
will
will.
be on the right?
I think at times because they have done that. They've kind of swapped around at times. So I think Eddie likes that flexibility with them as well. I like the move because the one thing we know about Spurs is that they overcommit players. It's the one thing
Yeah,
everyone knows about. The thing that Spurs fans get so frustrated with Postecoglou is he overcommits players. He wants that really, really forward-thinking football, which is fantastic. But the great thing is, if we win the ball back in midfield, what I like about having Harvey and Gordon there is you've got some real pace, and they really, when you get against them, as we've seen in the past, they really struggle with that, and that's when they're really, they're up against it with leaking goals. When we beat them last year, that's what they struggled with. The ball in behind, Isaac running in, behind them, it just killed them. They couldn't cope with it. So
yeah,
I love that. I love that. I like that idea that Eddie Howe kind of knows how Postecoglou is going to try and kind of come here. He's going to try and play front forward football, which is I guess you have to give him some credit, but Spurs fans will tell you they'd rather him play a bit conservative times,
yeah, yeah,
just to try and keep some wins. But yeah, I mean, look, Spurs fans are kind of they think they're already here because they beat a terrible, terrible Everton side. I mean, they were 2-0 up cruising against Bournemouth and they still lost 3-2. So, just because you beat Everton 4-0, it doesn't mean you win the league just yet. So, this will be their first proper, this will be for both of us, both our first proper test of the season, really, for both
oh yeah, this
teams.
is.
It'll be interesting to see where we both are.
I agree with that. I agree with that. And they do switch. I'm just looking looking at the lineup right now on SofaScore. So because Ronda's telling me I don't watch the games because they switch all the time. I'm seeing it. Whereas I do agree that Harvey Barnes play on the left is also good. Gordon is quick and can play right wing as well. So that would be interesting. For me, it would be interesting to see how both perform. Either Gordon on the right on a consistent basis, not just coming in for 20 minutes because there's nothing to assess, and of course Harvey Barnes either on the right or on the left. I think it would be great to see, so I'm actually excited about that. And of course Alexander Isak up front, no doubt about the target man. So that's that. Of course, excited about the Harvey Barnes starting, but I'm not too happy about Longstaff and Kelly at this moment in time. But we shall see. I do agree that we will see. I'm sure Tonali at some point in this game. The question is when. That's the question. But Tottenham Hotspur, I think they're going to be playing in a black attire or a dark attire, from what I'm seeing here. But maybe not. I don't know. Well, our shirt has black, but I think from the back it's more white. So we shall see what they're using as uniform really. But Guillermo Vicario is good goalkeeper, good
He is,
goalkeeper.
yeah.
For some reason Van de Ven not playing. Van de Ven is I mean, I know he was cooked by Isak, but he is
Is that
a
why
top
they
defender,
did?
man.
Is that what they tried?
That could be one of the reasons. But
We're not having them memed all over the internet again.
no, yeah, no, I know, but I think Van de Ven is top defender, man. But he was cooked by Isak. But Dragusin starting to play for him, which I think is a letdown for Tottenham Hotspur. Christian Romero, World Cup winner. He is going to be tough, of course, for Isak. Maybe Pedro Porro, good stuff on the right side. Left side, Destiny Udogi, and another good left back as well. Pedro Porro on the right might give Lloyd Kelly problems. That's also somebody else to keep in mind. And that's just one, because there's another one, the right winger. In the midfield, Kulusevski's not in the midfield according to this. And we're talking to Stelios from Tottenham away. He thought he was going to be in the midfield. We shall wait and see. Like you said, it's always this thing's always change. But in the midfield here, we got Papa Sarr, which Stelios said he didn't want in the team, but he is now. Yves Bissouma and James Maddison. So clearly on that midfield, we got him beat. In my opinion, I think all of our defenders are better. Well, Longstaff is not, but Bruno and Guimaraes. But good, nice midfield though. We shall wait and see. Papa Sarr and Bissouma not really the strongest of the bunch, but James Maddison is talented, so we shall wait and see what he can do. We were linked with him as well back in last season, I think, last summer. And up front for them, you got Heung-min Son, who is obviously a legend, and you can never leave him open. Wilson Odobert on the left wing, and on the right wing, Dejan Kulusevski, which is surprising to me because I thought he was going to be a midfielder, and now he's going to be a right winger. So any thoughts, any precautions with this lineup for Tottenham Hotspur?
Well, like I say, the big thing that with whatever he puts out, he always wants them to flank forward. So if the big thing that's been pissing me off and a lot of Newcastle fans is at times we've been overplaying at the back too much. You have it, no, you have it, no, you have it, you have it, and we're trying to play this like Barcelona type tiki-taka football, which is it's great if it works, but like when we saw with Bournemouth and stuff, when they're pressurising you, you give the ball away. And I'm not being funny to Bournemouth, but Tottenham have better players that can hurt you more. Son is an amazing finisher when he's on form. So, if you're messing around at the back and the high press that Tottenham are going to be putting on you, which is a strength and a weakness at times, if we're messing around at the back and they nick the ball off us, it's, you're asking for a goal to be scored against you. So I think that's one of the biggest things we have to watch for. To be careful of that press and not overplaying, overdoing things, which you don't need to. There's no point. Like if you need to, sorry for the siren. If you need to hoof it, don't be afraid. It doesn't matter. Like you can just get rid of it and regroup. And if Tottenham come back at you, fine. But that's the biggest worry for me is that where we look a bit disjointed. And obviously with the back four being not used to each other all the time, that's another worry of mine. I know we haven't had a lot of goals scored against us. But we're only early in the season, obviously. But that's another worry for me because it's not the usual four with Pope, so there might be a bit of the communication might not be as good or whatever, and that's why I wondered why if Trippier came on the other day to probably improve that communication because it might not be there. So it's a difficult one, but that's where Spurs will definitely be looking to hurt us, on the break or on the press because. If we do get over flooded in there, we do struggle. We really do. So that's where they'll hurt us. But we're the same. We're the same to them. We can hurt them the other way back.
Would you look at that, man?
Hey. We have a look at the match.
How are the lads?
Sitting on the match. Oh, there he's got one square screen now. Well, what's your thoughts on the lineup, boys?
What you don't know the lineup?
Yeah, we do know the lineup. What's your thoughts?
Well, I'm not happy about Longstaff. I'm not happy about Kelly. So I'm saying it before the match. I am excited to see Harvey Barnes though.
Longstaff to me is a suicide note. But we have got the big front three.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on.
See, I told
Go
you.
on, Gary.
Nobody believed him, but his head's bigger than mine.
Hey, do you guys think
he's got a false camera? He uses the same one on his underpants.
Absolutely. Makes things look bigger.
Man. Do you guys think, by the way, people in the chat, please hit the likes. Hit the likes if you hit the like if you hate the Mackhams. Hit the like if you love Newcastle. Hit the like if you want the mighty twat jail. Hit the likes, folks. Hit the likes. But
you got the jailers from remote.
yeah. But look, listen. Do you think that now this just came up in my head, by the way, which I'm sure somebody's thought about it. Do you think that this is something that Eddie's doing because Longstaff scored the last penalty in the week?
Well, I think he deserves a bit of reward for that, to be fair. But what I can tell you is we've just heard that War Flag's display, we can't say for certain what it is, but apparently every individual seat has been contacted to tell them something about the War Flag's display. And I'm pretty certain that's going to be Tonali. Nobody knows, but whatever's on their seat when they arrive at the stadium, they've been told to do it in a certain order, etc., etc., etc. So that's going to be pretty spectacular. So we want to be in for to see that.
Yeah.
So what do you say? You want to leave right now? You don't want to? Why'd you connect, man?
No, we'll be leaving. About we've got a pint to finish.
Oh, absolutely. We've got the
We've got the Asper's Casino in the background there. £4 a pint on match days.
Sponsored by them. We're not sponsored by them.
Hey, man, Asper's Casino ain't paying the bills.
And you get a £2 betting voucher. So that's not bad, is it?
It's not bad at all. So going back to the team, I think the reasons why he's doing Longstaff instead of Tonali is the fact that when you looked at the Forest game, Tonali was very aggressive going forward. He was getting into the number 10 slot a lot of the times. And what he's done today is try to probably bring Longstaff in to be more regimented, even though at the minute we've all said he's not really put a lot of effort in that number 8 slot. So for me, I think he's probably just trying to say to the lads, we'll keep enough on the bench to change the game if we need to. If Longstaff isn't working, we've got a great replacement for him. But I think at that point, I think Tonali's too offensive at the minute. He wants to go on. He wants to push on. We saw that against Nottingham. He leaves a massive gap behind us when we are on the defensive side. So I understand the change, but by God, it gives us some bench to come if the game's not going our way.
Yeah.
Or even if it is.
We shall wait and see, but I'm not too happy.
I said on Wednesday it was a leap of faith letting Longstaff take that penalty. A leap of faith by Eddie and bottled by Longstaff. So you could argue that he's deserved his place on that basis alone. And of course, don't forget the tackle he put in on Diaz.
Oh my God! We're scraping it.
I think that was his first tackle in 12 months.
That was one, yeah.
About the first tackle in 12 months. First tackle in 12 months. You deserve another start against Tottenham.
It got the crowd going, and it won with the game effectively. Anyway, lads, we're going back inside. Enjoy your show, and we'll see you on the aftermatch.
We are watching you, so keep it good, yeah?
Yeah, man. No worries. Okay, you guys enjoy. Enjoy. We shall see you.
I don't know how good they're going to be.
Catch you later, lad.
Take care. All right, there we go. There's the fellas giving us a report from the grounds of St. James's Park. Half pissed, but that's okay. That's good. That's good. Now Spurs for me have switched shirts, but do you have anything on the any images, like any they're warming up, anything you see on the screen?
Yeah, sorry, they're showing Big Joe warming up as we speak. They just did like a little interview with Joe and Bruno together, which was pretty cool. For once, they've learned maybe. I don't know if they got complaints last week, because last week they spent the whole hour speaking about playing Liverpool. Didn't mention Newcastle or
Sky, yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous. So far, sorry, mate.
No, and on the day that they actually, have the derby against Man United, they don't speak on their match, which is good for us, I guess. But
Yeah.
it just doesn't make no sense, man.
No,
But
well, at
yeah,
least for once, we're actually talking about the match that's actually coming up,
exactly.
rather than build up a match that isn't yet. It's this weird thing that Sky do a lot, which is
Yeah.
just really strange. They if there's a big game in their opinion that's bigger than the one at 1:30 or 2 o'clock or whatever, they'll talk all day about the other one, or the other way around. Like I think we're playing Tottenham at the 4 o'clock, and someone else is playing at 1 o'clock or whatever, and they spent the whole time talking about the one at 1 o'clock because it was,
Mhm.
in their opinion, bigger draw. But I'm assuming they got some complaints because this is, they showed more Newcastle than I've seen in the whole last year. So, good for Sky for maybe learning from mistakes. Because
Yeah.
they're showing them doing some warm ups now, which is a bit refreshing because they never normally do this, unless, like you say, it's been Man United or Liverpool playing or something. They just showed a nice stat here. So Premier League last season, Isaac was the third highest goal scorer, and his conversion rate was actually better than anyone else's. It was 27%. That's better than Haaland, better than Palmer, better than Phil Foden, Watkins. So we just need him to come alive a bit, don't we? He's had a bit of a, I don't know, like his penalty is great, but he hasn't really done much on the field as of yet, really. So we need him to kind of come alive today a bit more because I just think he's someone who's looked like he needs a goal.
Beer Wagon says, has Gary's voice recovered? He's got his Geordie accent came out, man. As soon as he got to Newcastle. So Sofa and UFC, welcome girl. Nice to see you in the chat. And everybody else out there, please hit the like button. Help us support the channel. Stay on. Even if you're watching the game on your TV or whatever, help us out and have us in the background. Listen to the commentary or not, but help us out. Stay on your devices and interact and chat with us because we want to keep it going, of course. By the way, everybody right now, please in the chat, drop your predictions. What are your predictions for this match? It doesn't matter if you're playing on the weekly prediction tournament or not. So just let us know what you think this match is going to turn out to be. Really interested to see some of your results. It's going to be a tough one. I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park, but shout out to Chris Stewart as well in the chat right now. Everybody else out there, Brand, Ronald Turnbull, Benjamin Maven is in the chat as well. Beer Viking, of course, Bruno Genius, everybody. Bruno Genius putting the Gary and the Mighty Win emojis. That's good. Richard Cardwell says, what time's kickoff, guys? What do you think the score is going to be? Yeah, 1:30. And he thinks 2-1 the score. So, well, I said 2-1 as well, Newcastle, but I mean, I should have said just 1-1 to be honest. But if we get 2-1, that'll be really good. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game, to be fair. I think
it depends. Like I say, a lot of it depends on, obviously, if we play well. Big if, I know, but if we play well, and Spurs do what they normally do and overpress, it could be high scoring because if we're on our game, Tottenham really lose their stuff when they're 1-2-0 down. They fall off a cliff and they kind of just give up. They're a funny team like that under any manager they've had. They were like that under the last manager, and they were like that under Postecoglou as well. They kind of throw the towel in. Oh, that's what we all hope, but who knows? It's one of those things where if we score early or whatever, last season Isaac I think scored on roughly half an hour mark, somewhere around that, and then we just kind of went to town on them. It was it was a very enjoyable performance after that. So I think if you get a goal within that sort of time frame, Tottenham are up against it. If it goes longer and longer and longer, then you probably then Tottenham have more of a chance to come into the game. So I think if you get into a mindset early, with good pressing football, and you get 2 goals or whatever up, then it could be a nice afternoon for us. Let's hope.
Yeah. Let me see if the background is working. If it's not too blurry, it's somewhat still blurry. Not really sure what's going on here, but well, now it's fixing itself, I guess you can say.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You can read the letters this time.
Yeah. So we shall. We're ready for the live match, of course. What I'm seeing right now is David Ornstein. He's I guess he's going to be covering the Man U Liverpool game. They are talking about that, by the way. You jinxed us. Now they're talking about that match, but we still got a lot of time left on this one. We got about 23 minutes before kickoff. Newcastle United facing Tottenham Hotspur at home. Like you said, it's going to be a test. It's going to be great for Newcastle against. We mentioned some of those changes that could be questionable. The bench for Newcastle United: Martin Dubravka able for substitution, which is surprising to me. It's all over the place because 1 week is John Rudy, the other one is Dubravka. The other, it just doesn't. To me, there's no consistency, and you would expect or suspect that your number 2 goalkeeper should be just one. I mean, Dubravka didn't go nowhere now, so you trusted him to be the number 1 for a lot of the part of the season for injury. You would assume that he would be your number 2. Surprising to me with that one. And we got a lot of goalkeepers as well, but Matt, yeah, we do.
And we tried to play one on deadline day.
Yeah, man, we tried to say one on deadline and nobody wanted nobody. Unbelievable, man. But Martin Dubravka, Matt Target also, who played once, I believe, this whole season. I believe he played just once, if I'm not mistaken. Lewis Hall as well, available, of course. Alex Murphy, center back option. Kieran Trippier, another option. Sandro Tonali, of course. William Osula, Miguel Almiron, and Jacob Murphy. Let's remember everyone: Sven Botman, Jamal Lascelles, Lewis Miley, Callum Wilson, Joe Willock are out, as well as Fabian Schär suspended. But if something is not going well, who would be your first substitution?
I think that, well, I know what I would do, but I think I know what Eddie does. Eddie loves to put people, it'll be Trippier probably who'll come on. More than likely, maybe Lewis Hall, you'd say. I'm hoping Tonali, that's my personal opinion. But I don't know with Eddie. I don't know with Eddie how. Sometimes he can kind of go against that. He loves a Jacob Murphy or an Almiron on the wing if there's a change needed there. I'm not sure, obviously. I still want to see what the lad can do with Sula. I'd like him to be given a chance at some point because you're never going to know. You're never going to find out unless he plays a proper game. Right. I was a bit surprised we didn't see him at all in the Nottingham Forest game. Maybe because of how bad the second half was, but I'm just surprised that he hasn't had any involvement yet. Because I do worry for Isaac because it's just a constant it's him or nothing. And we did this last time and he got injured. Wilson is coming closer to a comeback, but he had a setback apparently. We heard, didn't we, that he had a bit of a setback, so it's a bit longer. He's going to be away again. It's just Isaac needs a break. He can't keep playing because he'll get injured and then we're knackered.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to see something of him because he is promising. I'm not saying he's a finished article, but at least to see what he's about and what he can do. Even if it's for 10 minutes, at least to see what the lad can, get up to and what he can kind of do for us. Because in pre-season, he looked all right. I'm not saying he looked brilliant, but he looked all right. He took the goal well. He's unlucky on the offside, but he's a good finisher when you saw the finish on him. So, 10 minutes here or there, I don't mind seeing him. But we'll see. Knowing Eddie Howe, we probably wouldn't see any minutes today.
Well, yeah, that's true. You can say the first game was accidental. It was 10 men. Didn't want to take Isak out. The second one we played badly. Which I guess he'll have a reason for each time not bringing him on. But we're all waiting for some Osula to come on and do his thing. So we shall wait and see. Of course, we got a few minutes to go before the match starts. Some comments here. Josh says Dubs had a concussion, but has recovered. that was this. That's what the swap was. Okay, that makes sense. I remember that now. So that does make sense. So as far as that, maybe the Dubravka is the number 2. Let me see. Colton says looks like a solid lineup. Beer Bike, and to be fair, Colin Gillespie, a goalkeeper, could get you in trouble with trading standards. Ronald says I watched it live yesterday. It was a good game. Oh, you're talking about the Everton game. Well, I don't know. Everton's not doing good. Let's just say that. Vendetta says prediction is Spurs camped in our half, us having none of the ball, us doing our best to gift away the ball as fast as possible with ridiculous long passes from too deep and the forwards being isolated. Vendetta being, being a bit. The ball hasn't been kicked yet, but all right. Well, we shall wait and see. Yeah, Beer Riken, I've seen. Oh no, we can't. We don't talk about other people, man. We don't talk about other people. Don't do it. Chris Moody, welcome, mate. Says I'm feeling positive today. 2-1 to Newcastle. Welcome, Chris Moody. Appreciate that.
Behave yourself, Beer. Behave yourself.
Yeah, man. The one thing that made me laugh the other day was when he said, "No, they were talking about the away fans in the midweek, and you can actually hear us over Forest fans." And he said he mentioned 2 names. He said Paul Gallant and somebody else where our ultras in the stand. So that's the reason. Man, I was dying laughing, man. Hey, shame on you, Beer. Shame on you, man. Alan McMurtry, pretty sure he's left Tonali out because of match fitness. We all know he's better than Longstaff. Well, we know that, but it won't be the first time Eddie's done something that just doesn't hold water, man. Just doesn't hold water. But I think the background is getting blurry again. Not sure exactly what's happening, so I hate that. So we're gonna have to switch that and and see how it goes. But of course, if you can in the chat, no spoilers. I know we get happy and we just say how it is, but try not to. That way, people in the chat that are following can can have a good time. I don't think that we'll have the timer. It's impossible, but we will have the score live, and it will say first half, etc. But I think because I don't know what's happening, the background is blurry, but it's for the first time it's happened though, so I'm not sure why.
Yeah,
but,
it might be a StreamYard thing, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's going on, but it's all good, man. Any last thoughts, Paul? We got 15 minutes.
Well, no, I think, like I say, it's just excuse me. I just want the one big thing I want as well. It's just St James's has kind of been a bit dead here and there recently in the recent future, and it's been a bit frustrating because until that red card, that kind of brought St James's up, which was great. But I want it to be like the old days where it was just you were behind the. I know people are pissed about the window, but behind the team, lots of singing, get the lads feeling it, make Tottenham feel uncomfortable being there. Because that's the big thing we've been missing recently is that St James's has felt a bit like a library at times, and that's not the St James's Park that I know and love at times. Like I know that singing section they never stop. I'll never have a get them because in the Gallagate, in the singing section, those guys never ever stop. They just sing the whole game. But it's just when you get the whole of the you get the whole rest of the crowd involved, that reflect you can see it. The players live on they buzz off that, and then other teams don't like it. And the other thing we've been good at recently, if we go a goal down, the crowd haven't got on the lads. They've kind of kept with the lads. And again, that's another thing I hope that if obviously I don't want this to happen, but if Tottenham do go a goal up or whatever, just stay behind the team. Don't want to turn on them. Keep behind them because that again we've come back a lot recently. Again last season we were actually really good at coming back when we went down. So it's one of those things where I just just want to hear a really nice, loud St James's Park, just because it's been a bit on the dull, dead side at times, which is it's frustrating because on any day we are the best fans on the planet. Away you can't not hear us. We're amazing. It's just that home atmosphere has just gone a bit here and there. But I'll still say we're one of the best because I've been to Liverpool and that's not exist. I mean, I tell you that now. Sorry, Liverpool fans, but your atmosphere is so made up. It's so made up.
Craig, by the way, Craig Hope saying that there is nothing. He is told there is nothing in the Kieran Trippier to Turkey link. So, and it just makes no sense. I mean, he transfer window's over. Only the him being, terminating his contract, which I don't see happening. That's the only thing. So nothing there. And as far as let me see, there we go. So everybody's obviously reporting that members of PIF, including Yasir Al Rumayyan, Asma Rizik, and Jacobo Solis, will be at St. James's Park today. They are at St. James's Park today. And we shall wait and see what comes out of that one. Luke Edwards reposting and saying very interesting about this piece of news. And again, it could seem like somebody's ears are being pulled, are going to be pulled. And we shall wait and see what develops. But Luke Edwards was saying, I'm told this is a pre-planned visit and not a reaction to anything that has happened this summer. I would imagine there will be some sort of conversation about all that though. Would be more of a surprise if there wasn't. New stadium project could also do with moving ahead. So there you go. That's that.
I think that's one thing you will see a lot of progress in. To show you some goodwill. I think there will be some, forward thinking on the new stadium or whatever it's going to look like. Because if we want rid of all this PSR rubbish and all this, worrying about money, a bigger stadium, it's one of the big answers for it. You get more match day revenue. I know it's the boring stuff of football, but it's just true. The more bums and seats, the more you can spend. So it's one of those where it's the hateful part of the game, but it is part of the game now. The business side of things, which is it's boring. It's boring being in the business side of it because you just want to enjoy the football, enjoy the teams. But this is where football is now, sadly. Until they change something about PSR rules or whatever. But it just seems that they're stuck on their morals when it comes to this sort of stuff because. I get you don't want people going out of business. I'm not saying that. Horrible things have happened in football. Reading Football Club and these sort of things that have happened in the past. Disgusting. It shouldn't happen. But stopping a people like PAF spending money it's just weird. It's just kind of like we're not going to get out of business anytime soon. PAF have got enough money to run Newcastle United for a billion years. Not just, a long time. They got a lot of money.
Yeah, that is true. By the way, Mark Douglas speaking on the BBC, BBC Newcastle says that we've grown our scouts across the world, yet all of our targets this window were domestic Premier League players. Where there's no value, we have to start shopping, obviously smart. Well, he didn't say we, but, they have to start shopping smart outside of which every club does that, by the way. It's not it's Brazilian players, Argentinian players, Colombian, you got players from all over the world, man, that you can scout and invest on, and see how they do. So it's tough. Beer Bragging says Pivas wasn't domestic. Okay, well that's one, but actually I don't know what happened. Somebody kidnapped him because he's not in the team. I don't see him in the under 21, so he's somewhere not near us. I don't know where he's at. So that's one though. That's one. But he's also
found bargains before. I mean, Fabian Schär. Look at one of the biggest. Look at that transfer. Ridiculous. Got him for pennies. Really did in this market. We got him for pennies, and look what he's worth to us now. It's unbelievable. What a signing that was. Cabaye, who he was kind of not really that heard of when we signed him. People kind of like, who's that? Look how good that turned out. We have had success from doing that. Bruno's another one. Bruno was a name that people knew, but I'll tell you right now, I force you to find someone that thought he was going to be this good.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there was many. He's been phenomenal for us. So, yeah, it's right. You can't just look at it. It can't just be Premier League players. It can't. It's great getting the Premier League proven players, brilliant. But you need to look at. There's many leagues out there, France, Germany, whatever. Like, there's going to be that bargain that you might find. And look at Brighton. Look at the success Brighton have had from doing it. The amount they spent this summer, and fair play to them, they spent a lot of money, and that's because they've had good recruitment.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I think, well, Pivas is somebody that's. I mean, they say he's got a lot of talent, but I'm more talking about somebody that's proven himself in like a South American football per se, won a Copa Libertadores or been really good for his team. That you, in being in Europe and being in the Premier League, have an advantage of when you're signing them, because the player is gonna be interested no matter what. And they will probably make that move happen, and you don't have to pay as much money in South American countries as that you would pay in Europe, for example. So proven players, however, sort of a gamble in the Premier League. But look at Julian Alvarez. Look at they got Man City already have a player playing for River Plate, Echeverry, young guy, but he already belongs to Man City. He's just, as long as he belongs to us, right? You can play there at River Plate, do your thing, because we don't really have a spot open. However, you become good, you belong to us. You're coming to us. Doing that, we have done none of that. But again, that's a fair point to say that to do all that, Paul Mitchell needs more time in the job. Okay, I understand that, but certainly can't be. He can't have. Well, look, I contradict myself because he is the DOF. He is in charge of football, man. In this window, something should have happened. It just can't be nobody, and so it's tough. It's tough, but we shall wait and see what happens in the future.
Sky just showing Jadon Sancho in a Chelsea shirt. Oh dear.
Yeah.
That's a weird sight to see that.
Yeah. But they took the gamble. They took the gamble, and at least they know one thing: they're going to try it out.
Yeah.
They're going to try it out. Same as Sterling going to Arsenal.
That was a weird one. That
it was in the nick of time, and late in the nick of time. But David Beach says. PIF won a multi-club model and expect their best players to move to the tune. And if Howe does not like it, there's the door. Well, if they do that like Man City, it would be great for us. It would be great for us because we would be the mother club, and you can have I don't know Rio de Janeiro United in black and white in Brazil, but
the War Flags display is definitely. Sandro Tonali based.
Man, I wish I could see it, man. These twats talking about.
In a way, we've got it's midfield maestro from Milan on some Italian boards, and the lovely Tonali poster there as well.
Hold on,
lovely stuff from War Flags there, and lots of Italian flags in the Gallagher end there. Brilliant.
Man, I wish I could see it. Oh, so let me see if I on my Dodger stream. Sorry, I don't have Dodger stream.
Completely legal. Brilliant.
On my legal resourceful stream. Where would it be, man? It's an EPL. Let me see if I do find. Well, Sky Sports, right?
It's on Sky Sports, Premier League, yeah.
Sky Sports.
He's just coming out of the tunnel as we speak. The tunnel I walked down myself for the tour. Not that I'm selling this for Newcastle, but the tour is actually really fantastic. So if you can get to it, it's a really, really good thing. The Newcastle tour, they do really look after you there. It's a really good, really good about 3.5 hours it was. It's brilliant.
Oh, there we go. For me, I guess you're well advanced, but don't spoil it for me. But I'm seeing now the teams walking out, and now I'm seeing the beautiful atmosphere, St. James's Park. Beautiful, beautiful, and the classic ta-na-na-na. Midfield maestro from Milano.
Nice, yeah.
I like to see his reaction. Yeah, a lot of flags with his face. Very good, man. But, yeah.
So what I love about this corporation, the flags, just do such good work. Really, they do hours upon hours of planning, and they come into the ground at 6 o'clock in the morning, sometimes earlier. They're just a great bunch of guys that do it. So if you can, they got a website. If you all know this already, I'm sure they got a website on there. You can give a couple of quid or whatever. It just all goes towards these brilliant displays, and they just keep getting better and better.
Yeah, good stuff, man. So a big Sandro Tonali tribute. It would have been great to see his face in the starting lineup, but we shall wait and see what happens. I'm sure he will greet the fans after the match.
Yeah.
But let's get ready, everyone. Grab a pint, grab a tab if you need to stay awake. Well, I mean, it's morning for me to stay awake. That worked for me, but you guys is already afternoon. So you're definitely awake. It's going to be a good match. Again, we don't have the usual graphics that characterizes us, but it is what it is. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee right now, so I'm not in the studio, but we shall bring you the same good commentary that you're used to. So only bad thing is you're ahead of me, but it's all good.
Yeah, I've got the lads just kind of coming together now on the pitch, doing some high fives to each other. Spurs are doing the same sort of thing. We're talking about Dragonson, is that you say his name?
Dragonson, yeah.
Yeah, so saying it's his first appearance of the season, so they're going to obviously keep an eye on what he does. He's got his hair in that ridiculous bun, so I hope he doesn't have a great game.
Dragusen.
There's Eddie and Tyndall, the usual suspects. Haven't heard much of that rule about 2 people in the box this season, because I've seen a lot of them in the same boxes already this season. So I think the Premier League realised that they couldn't really enforce that stupid rule.
Yeah.
And Tottenham have done the same thing that a lot of teams do to us. They're going to try and make a shoot towards the Gallagher in the first half, just try and get that psychological advantage, if it does get you any. I never like it. I'm never a big fan of us shooting towards the Gallagher in the first half, but it is what it is. Teams are going to know that you don't want to do that, so that's what they're going to try and force it on you.
Yeah. All right, I'm getting some images now, and you're right. The players are getting together in the midfield, I would say, and we shall see how this, how we do. They're waiting on Nicholas Pope. I don't know what he was doing, and like you said, I see Dragonson's bun. But anyways, great stuff. Please, folks, hit the like button, hit the likes, support the channel, help us out, and help us grow the channel. So leave us in the background if you need to do something. Support the channel, of course. Haven't kicked off yet. It looks like Alexander Isak is going to be the man to do it. Newcastle United kicking off. There we go. We are underway to a very, very important and good fixture this weekend. It's going to be Tottenham and Newcastle, and also obviously Liverpool and Man United, the 2 most awaited for matches, I would say, in the Premier League this weekend. Livramento with the throw-in on the right side. We shall wait and see how Longstaff performs. We shall wait and see how Lloyd Kelly performs. Although Lloyd Kelly right now kind of, be careful. Bruno Guimaraes on the ground, grabbing his ankle.
It's a bit of a late challenge there from Tottenham.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, great challenge, late challenge from Dejan Kulusevski. That's right. What's the referee? Who's the referee's name? We don't know.
Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't actually look up when they were introducing the referees at Bolton.
That would have been. There we go. Be careful, Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak along with the ball. Harvey Barnes. He's playing on the left side. It looks like from no, that's it is Harvey Barnes on the left side. So Bruno Guimaraes now back with the ball. Amazing atmosphere at St. James's Park. Emil Kraft. Back to Pope. Pope hoofing it to Gordon, that's on the right side of the pitch. So certainly the fans are certainly right. Barnes is not on the right, he's on the left. Heung-min Son. Papa Sarr now going Basuma back to Udogi. Madison. Basuma, Udogi. Yves Basuma in the midfield. Udogi is Italian, I think. So him and Tonali might be mates. Actually, Tonali going to the Italian national team as well. Called up. That's good. Yeah. He's getting a lot of support, so he should take advantage of this. Of course, Joe Linton now on the left side. Be careful. Joe Linton, Harvey Barnes. Back to Joe Linton. Pass to the middle, but nobody home. Vicario, another Italian international. We got a lot of Italians on the pitch today.
A reunion.
Yeah, man. We got a lot of linguini on the pitch. The mighty Win says he cooks a bomb linguini. I'm like, be quiet, old man. Yeah. Well, that's going to be a free kick. Christian Romero is going to execute that one. You got 3 minutes and 10 seconds underway here on my feed. I know some of you are advanced, so in the chat as well. So apologies. My iPad. Well, I don't think it's my iPad. I think it's just my feed. But Joe Linton and a foul there on Bruno Guimaraes. Captain for Newcastle United, by the way, and it looks like he will be captain for years to come.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah,
show of it's definitely a show of faith in him, for definite.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, Newcastle United will face Wimbledon in the Carabao Cup, the Warren Barton Derby. But look at that, Joe Linton. Nice pass right there to Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes back to Harvey Barnes, 101. And Harvey Barnes, but just in time by Dragusin. What a slide. Yeah, but what a pass right there by Bruno. Harvey Barnes was just on it. People say he doesn't have pace. He was certainly keeping up.
Yeah.
With Dragusin. Very interesting to see how Harvey Barnes performs as a starter. Dragusin with the ponytail, with the sumo ponytail. Sumo wrestling. Corner kick for Newcastle United. Ooh. Vicario trying to go for it. Nicely done, Alexander Isak. Nicely recovered. What a cross. Be careful. Oh, hits the bar. Now Joe Linton on the left side. That was a good one. That's a good one.
It's outrageous.
Man.
On attempt from Isaac.
Man, what? You think he did it on purpose?
Oh, 100% he's done it on purpose.
My goodness. And now St. James's Park is erupting. Slowly but surely. Lloyd Kelly. Joe Linton on the left side. Joe Linton against one. Joe Linton goes down, and that's going to be a foul on Pedro Porro. in St. James's Park, they are waking up. Oh man, look at that. The commentators as well saying that's exactly what he wants to do on that play right there. Man, what quality that would, if that would have been in, this stadium would have fell down. It would have been amazing. Livramento. The male craft, hoofing it all the way to the left side. Joe Linton, and the referee is going to say, "Wait a minute, hold up." Yeah, I agree with you, man. That, I don't know if that was a foul.
Nothing in it, really. I mean, it's just
the referees always clean their hands with these types. Actually, it's a tiny little grab right there, but Pedro Porro really smart. He knows if he goes down, the referee will call it. Be careful, Lloyd Kelly with a Oh man, Nick Pope. Boy, that man.
What are you doing, honestly? Just
that man's feet.
Sandro Tonali looking. He always looks like he's in the most sternest test of his life.
Yeah. And I tell you what, man, Nick Pope's feet are squared, man. I'm telling you. He just unbelievable.
He's purring now. Sandro's purring. Yeah, I bet he's thinking, get me on this pitch at some point.
Oh, yeah, man. He's concentrated. Sandro Tonali. I'm assuming very emotional. The fans are out there. He's looking around, and everywhere he sees his name, his picture, his flag. I'm sure it's very emotional tonight. Isak. Oh, Dan, nicely done. Dan Burn hoofing it. Even Son trying to play that one. Longstaff with the pass to nobody. Gordon trying to get to, but Tottenham Hotspur. Basuma with the pass. Be careful. To Kulusevski. Nicely done by Dan Burn. Nicholas Pope to hoof it. And now Gordon. Be careful on the counterattack, Gordon. Barnes down the left side. Barnes 1-on-1. Barnes! Woo!
Just past the post. Just.
Man, oh man, my oh my. So close yet so far. And that is the type of game that Harvey Barnes brings to the table. The cut inside. He's a lot. Oh man, that was close. That was way too close for comfort. Oh man. And that is his game. And let me tell you something, man. He will. You give him time. You put him as a starter. He will come correct. I'm telling you.
Yeah. But look where it's come from. It's come from Spurs. Overcommitting players. They're done under break, and Barnes it's unlucky. It's unlucky that it hasn't gone in, but it just shows you Tottenham are always susceptible on that break.
Yeah. Well, this is Madison in the midfield, playing it now. Sarr giving it on the right side to Odeberg. Back in the midfield, Tottenham Hotspur trying to create something. Udogie giving it to Son. Back to Basuma. Dragozin. I'm assuming Dragozin is from Croatia or one of those countries. Romero. Dragozin. With a nice, be careful. And now we're in trouble. And well, flag is up. Flag is up. Flag is up. Man, oh man, my oh my.
Offside there. It's a bit ahead of the play, Tottenham now. But a warning to the lads. Definitely.
A warning for sure, yep. Udogie playing now with Son. Son is all the way back. Romero. Sar. Back to Odegaard. Pedro Porro now trying to do something. That's going to be a corner kick for Tottenham Hotspur. By the way, 0-0 Chelsea and Crystal Palace. Still, they are playing as well. A corner kick there. Or Pedro Porro! Man, and the flag is up. The flag is up.
About 3 years offside there.
Man. But see, we cannot let that happen, man. Pedro Porro with the cross. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, actually, that is actually a good play. That's a good play, and I'm offside.
It's a good line. It's a confident back line there, and it's poor from him. I don't know. He should keep on the shoulders of the players, but
yeah. No. Actually, that was a good defensive play right there for Newcastle United. Yep. Ooh. The ball is in the air. Oh.
Kelly landing a bit awkward.
Yeah, that's Lloyd Kelly going down on the shoulder. Now be careful.
Hmm.
Dejan Kulusevski pushing on him from the back. Oh, man. Yeah, that's... Ooh. See, right there, he landed on his elbow. He could have definitely popped his shoulder out. Ah. It seems to be Arit. Joelinton. Newcastle playing on the left side. Longstaff now passing it back to Bruno Guimaraes. Nicely done. Not losing the ball. Back to Longstaff. And now Kraft. Livramento. The English international now, Livramento. Back to Longstaff. Longstaff all the way to the left side to Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes now one-on-one. Passing it to Joelinton. Joelinton with the cross. Nobody home, though. Romero to get rid of it. And the flag is up. Newcastle United was offside. That's going to be a free kick for Vicario. A lot of offsides, don't you think?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? You got two high lines playing against each other, so it's one of those things, isn't it, where if a player goes ahead of the play, they're always going to be offside because the lines are so high up. So I think that's going to be quite hard in this game because both teams like to play with that high line. It can be dangerous, but if it works, then it's great.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Well, that's a nice cross right there by Son. Nobody home, though. Odegaard gets it on the other side. But I'll tell you this, man, because an interesting comment by Mighty Mac. He wonders if AG will be going to the right for the rest of the season. But I think we've seen some positive things from Harvey Barnes on the left.
Haven't seen a lot of Gordon just yet. But
and if you struggle to get a... Yeah, you're right about that, actually. But if you struggle to get a right winger, which we did, obviously, why not just try something different? If Murphy and Almiron are not getting it done,
cut it. Yeah.
There's
worse options than Gordon for definite because he's someone who will give you endeavour, and he's just done some nice work just there actually. So good on him there.
Yeah, but I tell you what, nice passing right there. Gordon down the right side. Gordon, nice tackle right there by Romero, who looked desperate to get to that ball because Gordon was a menace
on his rockets.
Yeah, man. Look at that. It's unbelievable. Udogie was nowhere near Gordon. He was passed like a race car, man. That's going to be a corner kick for Newcastle United. Gordon to execute. Gordon.
Decent corner.
Oh, Kraft.
Oh.
Another corner kick.
He's not too bad at corners, Gordon, is he? He's all right, actually.
Yeah, nice. Well, I'm sure now that Trippier is not going to be a regular, everybody else had to start practicing.
Tonight he's quite good at dead balls, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he certainly is. I wonder if he will ever become the next Andrea Pirlo, which I think he can be. And certainly Andrea Pirlo was good at set pieces. But now there's a man down. Oh, he's quickly up. What the hell?
I think it's just the normal hustle and bustle of the corner.
There's a little brouhaha there between Joe Linton and Dragazin. Joe Linton is an instigator, man. A corner kick. Oh, that was Lloyd Kelly making contact on that one.
Yeah, unlucky. It was decent. He's got a bit of a head to it, but hasn't got the full contact on it. But that's a decent effort.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on here? The ref has. I know I'm a bit heady, sorry, but the ref's stopped the game for some reason.
Yeah, I'm seeing it now. He's
Sure
looking at the right side.
Is it for a medical thing, possibly, or?
Not seeing anything yet. The referee has stopped. Something about a leg. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Look, I'm in favor of actually the stop clock on situations like this. Stop the clock, and because all this time there's going to be wasted for somebody. I don't know who and what. Oh, the referee cannot keep going.
Oh, is it the ref? Has he done his? Has he pulled something?
Is he the eye man? I would assume he is. If it's the fourth official, the twat doesn't have to run. So I don't know why. Postecoglou, I think, saying that it might be his hamstring, the referee's hamstring. You don't see a lot of that.
No.
Referees getting hurt on the job, but hey, it can happen.
This is going to hurt or help Newcastle, this little break and play.
Well, the game was actually pretty good paced.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game was actually pretty good pace. Back and forth, nice, not crazy, but nice pace. And now this happens. It's not gonna help, of course.
It's given both managers a chance to put some earwigs in, though. See, get some tactical, things in there. So could be a positive, maybe. No, we have changed referee. He's still we're still on this delay for the referee change.
Yeah.
Eddie Howe's taking some stringent notes.
Bruno Genius. It's a bit of a technical issue. Technically, the referee is done for the match. Oh, he's still there though. Oh no, that's not the one. That's the other one. And now Eddie Howe writing stuff down.
We got Matt Targett on the bench there. He can be the third referee, can't he? Just showing our owner now with Darren Eales beside him and Paul Mitchell beside him as well.
Oh man, the twats.
Well, they're all on their phone. No, Paul Mitchell isn't on his phone. The other two are on their phones.
The twats that ain't done a damn thing.
And now we have. Do we now have another referee with him? Yeah. We sold the referee now.
Paul Mitchell's face, man. He is so depleted. Darren Nails as well. Got a beard got out and everything. Nobody's giving a damn anymore. Only Al Romayan is looking proper. Holy hell, man! This. Oh, look at that, man! Who did they bring in? That dude, man.
So do they need a substitute board for the referees?
It looks like that guy came off the damn stands, man. But so I guess they do have extra referees on standby. Well, it doesn't make sense, but that's going to be one hell of a job, doesn't it? Don't ever play, don't ever do nothing. But anyways, we're back in it, ladies and gentlemen. 20 minutes underway, 21 now. Newcastle United 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Ooh, nice tackle right there.
Meaty one, wasn't it?
Yeah, man, that's a good one. And of course, Udogi was adamant about that one. But now we got Vicario in the midfield. That's a high line right there.
Paul Dummett and Fabian Schär in the crowd.
Oh, really? We shall wait and see. Well, the good thing about Paul Dummett is he'll always get good views, man.
He's on the free transfer record market.
Yeah, Gillespie as well up there. Gillespie Gillespie is playing for us, man, and they're unbelievable. Udogi. That might be a foul on Longstaff. No. Be careful. Joelinton. Gordon. Longstaff. Back to Livramento. All the way back to Joelinton. Joelinton loses it to Son, to be honest, Son hasn't been playing centered. He's been all over the place. And I'm not sure that's a positive for Tottenham. But
they've always missed, because Kane obviously left.
Yeah.
They've always had that striker's position as kind of like, it's hurt them at times when they haven't had a striker.
Odobert was close, but nicely played by Lloyd Kelly.
Yeah, he did well there, didn't he?
Not giving him a lot of space. So now that was close though. But anyways, Newcastle, we give the ball away again. Now Tottenham has it. Odobert on the right side for Tottenham. To the middle, but nicely done by Joelinton, Longstaff, Kelly. And now Kelly on the left side to try to give it to Isak, but goes back to Tottenham. And now the ball
the WWE specialist. Yeah, Paul Dummett's just come from Bash at Berlin on the weekend.
Yeah.
Smacking someone over the head with a chair.
Yeah. Romero. There we go. Pope back with the ball.
Dear me. That was...
Livramento, Isak. Gordon losing the ball. Be careful.
Poor. Really poor.
Kulusevski. Oh man, that's Papa Sarr's strike. That's going to be a corner kick in favor of Tottenham. Nice block right there by Pope. And Papa Sarr with the strike. Him and Son setting them up. Sarr down. If Sarr would have put that in any corner, maybe it would have went in. But he was right down to the middle.
But it's poor from Gordon. Stuff like just losing the ball needlessly. It's just, you know, we're doing this too often this season already, giving the ball away needlessly.
Son on the left side, crossing it. Kelly gets a hold of it, but that's going to be a throw-in. Pedro Porro in charge. That was it was another dangerous ball, to be fair. So we've conceded a few there.
Spurs have definitely come back after this little break a bit more impetus than Newcastle so far.
Yeah. True. Kulusevski. Dejan Kulusevski to lock and load from deep. Nicely blocked right there by Kraft. And now Tottenham again. Back with the ball. Madison. Papasar.
Oh, man. First to the ball. Jesus.
Madison. Foul right there by Bruno.
Oh, my life. This is hard watching at the moment.
And Tottenham with the pass. Inside, Odegaard shoots and blocked. Madison to cross it. Son on the left side. Kulusevski. Sorry, nicely blocked right there by Pope. To the corner kick once again. And right now, Tottenham are pushing up. And yeah, I agree. That little break did favor them.
Definitely.
We're back in kind of our old ways. I mean, we've seen this against Southampton. We've seen it against Bournemouth. We've seen it against Forest.
Oh, what are you doing, man? Stupid.
Corner kick for Tottenham. Dragic going up for it. Him and Son playing left winger right now at the moment. Passing it back to Udogi. To Basuma, I'm sorry. Basuma, back to Son. Son on the left side. Oh, what a nutmeg right there. And that's going to be a foul. Lloyd Kelly.
Stupid yellow card.
That's a yellow card.
It's really, I mean, that's poor from Kelly.
Yeah, he got away.
Didn't need to do that.
What a nutmeg, that one.
Yeah, but that's why he's brought. He's he's annoyed about it. So that's why he's bringing him down. But it's just
you got to be smarter than that.
Yeah, it's an easy yellow card for him. Now he's got to be careful the rest of the game.
Madison on the set piece. Madison. Oh. Livramento blocking that one. Odegaard. Back to the middle.
Oh, Chelsea are
Pedro Porro. Yeah, it looks like Chelsea is winning now against Crystal Palace. Nice shot right there by Pedro Porro, just above the crossbar. And right now, the pitch is leaning towards Newcastle at the moment. We can't get away from our side. But we shall wait and see. Nick Pope to hoof it. How's it going, Nick Knack? Everybody, please hit the like button. Help us out. Help us support the channel. So be careful, Gordon. And nicely done by Guillermo Vicario. Son. Basuma. Longstaff, the last man to touch it, and that's going to be another throw-in for Tottenham Hotspur. Romero.
Jay's having a better game. He's been more treacle the last couple of games. He's having a much bigger impact of the game so far.
Nicely done right there by Joelinton. Alexander Isak cutting inside. Isak, look at that. Isak in a corner kick for Newcastle United, and maybe this can wake the team up. And look at Joelinton waking up the crowd as well. Nicely done by Joelinton, and of course Isak really swift and crafty, cutting inside, cutting outside. He's difficult to guard. Corner kick. Gordon. Be careful. Long stuff. I don't know what he tried to do there. That's poor. But anyway, now look at Spurs on the counter attack. Kulusevski on the left side. Kulusevski. Well met by Kelly. Be careful. Kelly's got a second yellow card. Not second yellow card. He's got a yellow card, and he can get a second one if he doesn't pay attention like he didn't in the first one. So, a corner kick now. That's unbelievable, man.
Tell you, Spurs are obsessed with this. They've done this thing a few times this game, where they're passing short and they're leaving a lad just on the edge of the penalty area. They're really trying to shoot from distance. Quite a few times this game. Whether they see that as a weakness of Newcastle.
Oh, what a shot! Nicely blocked.
Yeah.
Odegaard again blocked by Longstaff, and Longstaff now goes down like a sack of potatoes.
They've done it a few times in the first half an hour. Tottenham, they played that ball and left it there.
They're trying to shoot from the outside too, man.
Yeah.
And we have not done that, not once. And but that's a good play right there. I don't think it was on target, as crazy as it seems, but dangerous to say the least.
Yeah.
A throw in for the Magpies. Lloyd Kelly looking for somebody. Goes all the way back to Byrne. Be careful with the pressure. Byrne. Pope. Kraft. Livramento. Livramento has no outlet. Longstaff. Kraft. He has to hoof it. If you got to, you got to hoof it, man. Oh, look at that. Gordon. But nicely done right there. Dragusin. Odegaard against Longstaff. And now Longstaff hoofs it. And a throw in. Postecoglou applauding his team at the moment. I'm guessing he likes what he sees. I'm not sure Eddie is in the same boat. That midfield needs more control. Because it's Bruno's kind of gone quiet after that break. We've seen Joe Linton get busy, but we've seen a lot of Longstaff as well. So with that being said, I'm not sure that we need to depend on him. But look at that. Oh, man, that's going to be a yellow card for Papi Sarr.
Papa Smurf, yeah.
Papa Smurf, yeah. Papi Matar Sarr. Ooh. I tell you what, I thought it was a Kelly. Oh yeah, that was a hit right to the left shin, to the left. Oof. Yeah, that was painful, I'm sure.
Yeah, luckily it looks okay to continue. That's good. God, our free kicks have been bloody awful this season. Oh my God. They've been so bad. Good, I'm glad Eddie's not happy. They were showing Eddie and he looks very pissed off with that free kick. I'm glad because it's not good enough.
Well, we didn't do anything. What the hell did we just do? we just played regular, man. If we can't get to, that's the thing. The objective is to score. And if you can't get near, then throw the damn ball in there and see what happens, man. I mean, it's just plain and simple, to be fair. And I do see Eddie Howe being upset, trying to direct traffic there. But I just don't. That midfield needs somebody else, another creative mind. I just don't see how Tonali doesn't wait any longer on the bench, to be fair. You got to put all the meat on the grill. Maybe Livramento now on the right side. Livramento. Oh, that's a push on. That's a push on right there. That's a foul and a half.
Yeah,
on you, doggy.
Well done, Tino. Good work, buddy.
Yeah, kid is fast, man. Livramento. That's a foul nonetheless. So minimal contact, but a foul nonetheless. Gordon. Antonio Gordon. Burn having a conversation. Burn against Romero. Everybody's got their man. Everybody's got their partner. Gordon with the cross. Ooh. Harvey Barnes was right on it for the header. Now be careful. All right, Livramento on the left side. Livramento. That's going to be a throw for Newcastle United. Lloyd Kelly. Lloyd Kelly with the pass back. Barnes in! Woo! Oh, man. What a goal. What a cross. And
Lovely
look
stuff.
at the unbelievable stuff. You well
What a
kept.
finish
Well
it
kept.
is.
Well, good job, Paul. That's proper. You didn't give it in.
I said
That is
nothing.
great, man.
I said
That
nothing.
is great. What a play. What a play by Lloyd Kelly, to be fair with you. I mean, Lloyd Kelly.
If Kelly is responsible for the ball in for a goal, then it's a great decision from Eddie.
Look at that. No, yeah, you have to say that. You have to say that for sure. Lloyd Kelly with the cross to the back. Harvey Barnes coming in from behind. Impossible for Guillermo Vicario. Yeah. And now we got Newcastle United 1 and Tottenham 0.
That's tough finish that as well. We're looking at it again. That's lovely. Lovely stuff.
That's lovely.
Proving himself again. Haters want to hate him and say he's crap and he's not any better than ASM. Really? Come on.
Get in, man.
Just need to.
Everybody in the chat.
Need to cut, Just don't let Tottenham get, you don't need Tottenham to get in here or anything stupid like that. Just.
No.
And
now look at that, man. It's unbelievable. To a certain extent, Tottenham couldn't finish their dinner. So, and that is a flow. That is a flow. And us, see, we can't compete. What was somebody with nice pink hair in the stands? But we have what it takes. It's about getting it done. And I'll tell you what, though, we're not great. We haven't been great this game. But it's about taking advantage of the opportunities and getting the results. Nicely done by Lloyd Kelly, I would say. Now Tottenham on the right side. Be careful. There's no need to foul there. Lloyd Kelly pulling somebody's shirt. You've got to calm down, mate. You got a card already. Yeah. And it's far away. No need to do that. Well, that's a push on by Gordon. And the referee says, stop that nonsense. Madison playing with Papi Sarr. Back to Madison. Dragusin.
I agree with you, Brian, that Joe's had a better game, which means we play better.
Yeah, Joe has woken up. But he is he is the heart, the enforcer in the midfield. So he needs to be on point.
Dear me.
Nice pass right there. But Madison tries to cross it. Nicely done there by Byrne.
Oh, referee, what are you talking about?
Madison playing it inside. Let me look at this. Isak. Well, Romero back with the ball. Udogi. And that's going to be a foul called a foul on Longstaff from behind, a yellow card for Longstaff. Man. Oh, the foul was from behind, though. Let me see.
There's a lot in it. For yellow card, it seems very soft.
Yep.
Another free kick.
I think a yellow card was too tough.
They got a dude camped on the middle of the box there.
Yep.
Let's see if they try and use that again. They have. Yeah, good. Certainly a tactic from Tottenham today is that a player just on the halfway there to try and. They must think that Pope can't deal with like long shots.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always felt him to be quite good at long range.
Madison. No, he should have won. He definitely should have went for it. Be careful, Pedro Porro. Outside the stadium. Yeah, definitely must have made more sense on the training ground because here it didn't look good. So look at Postecoglou's lost.
He's probably thinking how we 1-0 down here. Too fair to him. Oh my God!
Yeah, they did decent, but
like you said, Chris, if you can't put the ball in the net, then that's where the difference is made in the game.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people wondered when they got rid of Harry Kane. Yes, Son is a good player, but where's the majority of those goals going to come from? Because it ain't going to be Richarlison. He's not scoring you 35 goals a season. Son on a good season, 20 goals a season, but you need that reliable striker that can score you a lot of goals.
Yeah, true. Livramento, a long pass. Gordon won't get there.
Oh man.
Romero, Vicario, and Gordon pressing. Be careful. Back to Romero now on the left side. Isak. Oh, look at that. Isak poaching. Longstaff gets it back. Oh, Longstaff falls. Joe Linton. Isak. Oh, he cannot control it. He cannot control it.
For anyone that style of play with it.
Yeah. Well, Spurs got lucky on that one. Madison. Son is playing left wing. He is talented. Obviously, he's a legend, but I think he would be more of a use in the middle. Kulusevski in the middle. I don't think that's turned out to be good, but that's not my problem. Madison. Son. Madison and Son. Son trying to get through. Nicely done right there. Nicely defended. The ball goes back to Spurs, though. So, Basuma. Back to Romero. Basuma.
Jesus had the worst tackle of the game and you didn't even get a yellow card for it. It's absolutely flattened him.
Oh. Joe Linton.
Oh, man.
And Joe Linton looking back at the middle to the referee. With a defiant look.
I mean,
Basuma.
of all the fouls today, that's the only one that's actually warranted a yellow. They didn't even get him
probably. Son. Udogi. Back to Romero.
5 minutes added for referee time.
Yeah, 5 minutes added, of course, yep.
Oh, Joe. Oh, dear. For God's sake, man. Spoke too soon.
Odebert. Oh, the way back. Nice cross right there. Livramento. Burn to hoof it out of the dangerous area. Isak trying to fight for it. Isak right there. Gordon, Guimaraes, who's been quiet, by the way, drags in now, tries to wiggle through. And another yellow card for a yellow card for Joe Linton. Another one for Newcastle. That's not a yellow card, though.
No, it's another harsh one.
Come on, man.
Again, the first tackle was much worse than that one. Much worse.
He has to put his leg there. It's not like he didn't kick him. He didn't do anything. Like it just his leg was on the way, foul, and that's it. No yellow card. Unbelievable, man. But anyways, free kick for Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, that came off. Oh, he didn't go out of the pitch. I thought that was out of bounds. Son, though, back to Madison. Madison playing it back to Dragusin. A throw in for Tottenham Hotspur. Bissouma. And yep.
Gordon did
a
well.
Throw in for Newcastle.
Good work from Gordon.
Yep. Livramento. To Gordon. To Joe Linton. Joe Linton against two. Romero, without thinking it twice, passes it to Vicario. Isak pressuring. Lloyd Kelly against Odebert. Lloyd Kelly, nice done. All the way back to Pope. Pope hoops it. To the left side, Harvey Barnes. A throw in for Newcastle United. Yeah, it's been good. It almost feels like everybody's got a battle. We just saw Lloyd Kelly battling Odebert all game long. Joe Linton's been fighting all in the midfield. Isak now. Isak trying to get through. Isak nicely done all the way to Livramento. Livramento with the cross to Isak and Vicario. Just in time. Be careful now. Isak seems to be in pain. One good thing about Tonali not starting is that he will, unless he comes in at halftime directly, if he comes on in like the 55th minute, he will get a standing ovation. Oh, get out of here, man. That is not a foul on Madison. That is not a foul by Burn.
They've done well there. Yeah, they've done well. They haven't fallen for it, and I'm glad of that because he's a diving little prick. He is. And they haven't fallen for it, so good on the referee there. That's the referees get a lot of stick, but I'll always call out when they've made a really good decision. That's a really good one.
Yeah. Some would say that's a yellow card for Madison.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And the chat says Madison's a fanny, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat as well. Appreciate that. All right, well, that is halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Newcastle United up 1-0. Man, oh, man. What a game, huh?
Yeah, it's been a really interesting one. I think we were doing, both teams are doing okay at the start. Then, obviously, the ref had a bit of a trouble. Tottenham came out of that break much better. Whether Postecoglou kind of got into him a little bit or whatever. But then, they had a few chances, half chances. Pope did well. and then that kind of woke us up a little bit, I think, because we had the better of the last part of the first half, and then Kelly's done really well. Really nice cross, and Barnes, what a great finish that is a special finish, right into the corner of the goal. Goalkeeper no chance, and a lovely goal from Barnes, proving that Eddie starting with him has been a really good choice. And I think that's been a really successful first half. Yeah, we're not at our best. It's better. It's nowhere near as bad as Bournemouth or Southampton. Right. Nowhere near. It's still not classic Newcastle just yet, but on a half, not terrible. Just need to work on the ball retention. That's the big thing that's been frustrating. Losing the ball in silly places. Gordon lost it just before the penalty box. You're thinking, what are you doing? Just keep hold of it or whatever. Get rid of it somewhere. Put ourselves in trouble when we don't need to. But yeah, it's been some really nice performances out there. I think Gordon's done a lot of work, maybe not seen, but he's been doing very well. Barnes has been very good. Isaac again is just he's hit and miss in this again. He just can't really seem to get himself in the game properly just yet. But Joe's had a better game. That's another positive. That Big Joe is playing a lot better. He's not walking through treacle today. He's doing other things a lot better, which is nice to see. As you said, Chris, Bruno, not in a bad game or anything, but a quiet game for Bruno.
Yeah.
Just doing his thing, really. Lloyd Kelly's been good and bad, I'd say. Good for the goal, obviously. Good for the cross. Just that yellow card, silly yellow card, just needless. If you get cropped, just kind of stay with the bloke. Don't take him down, because you give the ref an easy choice, and then you're then you're stuck on the yellow. But yeah, I mean, you take that at half time, 1-0 up, against the Tottenham team who, like we said, they've kind of knocked on the door but haven't really done much else.
Yeah, no, I agree. Now it's gonna be interesting to see when those changes are made. I would assume Tonali is going to play today, and so. But I think Longstaff is playing the same as he's been. It doesn't really add too much, to the team, but he's there, and he's had a few good looks, but I mean, he's clumsy. He's just. But look, I'm not gonna keep or bash him, to be honest. I mean, it is what it is. We know what he brings to the table now, but it's about Eddie to put him on or take him off. I think Tonali is going to have to play at this point, at some point in time, because Bruno's not having a great game, as you said. Joe Linton is basically playing by himself, so he's going to have to get some help, and maybe Tonali bringing in his quality will help Bruno as well, get him involved. So we shall wait and see. Kelly with that assist, it'll be hard to get rid of him. So I don't know if that's gonna happen, to be fair. But Lewis Hole is an option. So I
guess the thing is, you could say to him, I want to bring up because yellow.
Yeah, because he does have a yellow. And he's constantly he's on that constant defending and running after people. So that's one thing. But look, overall, I think it's been a really decent game. You're playing against Tottenham. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a walk in the park. And I think that both teams, to be honest, had opportunities, and one finished the dinner, the other one didn't. It's pretty simple, really. But yeah, also random access says, "I win today. We'll take some of the heat off quite a few people." Yeah,
it's and that, like I say, it's not just that. It's also like having a better performance as well. It's like just a bit of confidence in the team. Like I said, I wondered whether a small thing like winning the penalty shootout. I know it's not the biggest deal ever in the third round, but these sort of things can change an atmosphere or build a bit of confidence. It's funny how having a poor game like that and then having that result can kind of change things. Like last season, when we destroyed Tottenham 6-1, the game before we got absolutely embarrassed. We were awful in a game before that, and we were all worried about Tottenham coming to St James's Park. And then, yes, they didn't have a proper manager in charge, but we did the business. We absolutely destroyed them. So sometimes the poor performance or whatever, it's funny because Eddie Howe and a lot of managers will say you learn more from your defeats than your wins. Because you can see a lot of where their mistakes are and whatever. So, and it just shows that because the people who are saying that we're not doing anything on the training field and Eddie's lost it and blah 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 and he's lost the dressing room, there's no sign of that.
No,
I haven't seen any sign of that today.
No, I don't see that either. I think the main culprits you can say about the transfers are sitting in the stands, and they're the ones to answer for that. I think the team is good. I mean, it's obviously Eddie is going to have to battle this season with this lineup, but these are games to prove and say we got enough. We got enough to finish in Europe. We got enough to finish Champions League, and they are proving it so far. And again, like you said, not the greatest game, not the best game for Newcastle United, but it's about getting the results as well. And we are certainly doing that this whole first 3 games of the season, and also against Forest. So we're getting the results, but we gotta fix that. The form on a weekly basis. But yeah, I think we're deserving the win. And yeah, that's that. I don't really. There's not much to object. I don't think anybody that we've had played horrible.
No.
I mean, I think we're playing good. Even the defensive line, Livermento's been very involved in the attack, so I like to see it. Gordon maybe not having the greatest game, but this is the thing: when if the left shines, Harvey Barnes in this situation, I mean, unless both players are involved, assist and scoring. I mean, if Harvey Barnes is shining, it's going to be hard for Gordon to do the same because the play is only one play. You know what I mean? Like you either attack on the left or on the right. So, but we shall wait and see. I don't think Gordon has had a horrible game either. But look, I think it's a good thing that Barnes is starting. I'm really happy about that one, to be honest. Brent says annoying halftime, only talking about Spurs. I bet over in Sky Sports.
Sky. You on about Sky, Brian? Is that who's just talked about?
I'm pretty sure that's
it's
what
one
it
of those, isn't it? It's just because they're a goal down. It's one of those, isn't it? Where they're going to focus on the faults of Spurs. Yeah, I agree, Brian. Gordon's, like I say, Gordon's kind of had one of those halves where he's done some things going forward. I'm not saying he hasn't done anything, but he's done a lot of hard work going back, and that's why we love him and Eddie loves him because he's hard working. We didn't have that at the beginning of the season. I think he was a bit, if he's underfit or whatever, maybe he's just a bit down about the England thing. Maybe mentally not in the right place, but he looks a lot better today for definite, which is good to see because when he's on form, he's another player that's unbelievable. When he is. The faults of Spurs, it's only a 15-minute break. Very good. Yeah.
Let me see some comments in the chat as well about the match. Brent says best game of the year for him today. Isak still seems a bit to be pressing a bit. Who's best game for who? Isak?
I think maybe Gordon possibly.
Oh,
he's referring to there.
Well, yeah, that could be. I don't think that speaks much or that says much, to be honest. Because I mean, yeah. Well, Gordon hasn't been playing good, to be fair. So I guess that's. But I think he's doing all right. Again, we've seen Gordon play amazing. So definitely not up to his usual standards. But on the positive, Harvey Barnes very, very good. So yeah, it's give one, take one, I guess. Michael says, "Hope." Yeah, go on.
Beers says what I was about to say. Really, that Isak just needs that first goal to go in, I think, and then I think that'll just kind of relax his body a little bit and just kind of get him into a bit more of the flow because he's getting on the ball and he's doing some really he's doing some really good things. Like he's doing some nice turns and putting players on their arse. Yeah, that's great, but obviously we want him to be in the box finishing, and I just think he needs one of those to go in. I think he just kind of relaxes a little bit, because if he gets on form, he can easily score us like 25, 30 goals a season, this lad, because he's that good. That's why he's in my. I'm sticking with him. I did wonder whether to take him out this week, but I stuck with Isak this weekend in my FPL, and I'm hoping it's going to pay off.
Oh yeah, we need to score once, man. And you're good. I got him on my EPL too, on my fantasy league.
Wissa did me some points today. That was good. So thanks to Wissa. He did me some points yesterday. Saka did. Saka's always been constant with getting points. I don't know what Cole Palmer's done today, but I'm hoping he's done something for me today.
I think so, because I think he assisted on that goal that they got.
Nice.
So.
Excellent.
So that's good. Yeah. Michael says, hope we see Hall, Tonali, and maybe Trippier earlier on. Been a few yellow cards already. Yep, that's one of those things, man. That you got to keep an eye on is the yellow cards. But I just hope we can maintain the score and not concede. Which
the frustration thing is, Chris, recently, and I don't want us to continue, but we've come out in some second halves and stunk out the place. I mean, we've been terrible in second halves, especially in Nottingham Forest. My God, I don't know what was said in the dressing room at half time. As if he literally said like that and let him get in the game. So we need to come out better in this second half, because we actually haven't had a decent second half this season.
Yeah, I really want to see Tonali. I really want to see him.
I think I mean, Longstaff's on the yellow. It makes it even more sense as well, because Longstaff's on the yellow.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Or no, what does he bring off? No, both on the yellow, aren't they? Him and Joe. So.
Now, don't get me wrong. We still need. I mean, it's a good match. Back and forth match, and if you're in neutral, certainly enjoyable. But you need more football. I mean, it's not the top form that we would like, of course. But getting the result is a great part. It's a great thing.
Tottenham are making a change at halftime by the looks of things. They are. All right. Brendan Johnson for a very intensive warm up. So. Maybe I think Postecoglou is not impressed with.
They have criticized him, Tottenham fans. So we shall wait and see there. They're not fans of Johnson, I guess you can say, but actually, Tottenham has surprised me with their lineup. To be fair. Son playing as a left winger, Kulusevski is a center forward, Papisar, Bissouma, James Maddison basically on the left side. I thought he would be more of a 10 right behind the center forward. So it's I'm sure some of the fans are not too happy.
So he's definitely coming on. We'll see who he's hiked off for him. We're just waiting for the players to come out of the tunnel. There's the Newcastle players heading out before the Tottenham players.
And don't forget, folks, we will have our match reaction immediately after this match. So stay tuned for that one. We'll talk and give our analysis, I guess, on the match. Quick, raw reaction. The players are coming out now. And we will have our full match review later on tonight at 10 p.m., discussing, of course, more in-depth player scores and all that stuff later on with the panel. So stay tuned for that. We got 2 more shows coming up next for you. One right after Fulltime. Yeah, and later on at 10 p.m. Papi Sarr coming off the pitch then.
Yeah, so he's off and Brendan Johnson is on the pitch.
Well,
and
interesting.
Spurs are having a second huddle.
Well, I tell you what. I mean, Poppy Sarr, what they're going to do is probably put Kulusevski back in the midfield. Brennan Johnson will be on the. Okay, Son will probably go to the middle. Maybe Odobert will go to the left wing or something, and then Johnson on the right wing. And kind of try to do what they were supposed to do or people expected. So we shall wait and see. But the teams are out, and Tottenham to kick off this second half, ladies and gentlemen.
Newcastle shooting towards the Leeds' end in the second half. It's not our favourite thing to do, but we've done it before. Right. Teams do try to, get the psychological thing of putting us in the Gallagate first half. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
That's true. Second half is underway, of course. Basuma. Basuma. Now on the right side, Odobert. Oh, no, Johnson. That was Johnson, actually. Be careful. Livramento. See, Odobert looks to be on the left side. As I said, I'm pretty sure Son would be. Oh, look at that ball right there. He is offside, though.
Yeah, just a bit ahead of play, yeah. What a tackle. Oh. Oh, okay. Interesting. Reaction there.
Livramento on the right side now. Nice ball to Isak. Isak 1-on-1. Isak alone. Isak to pass it. Oh, nicely blocked just in time by Dragusin. Isak is calling for something.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was. What he was so peeved about. Whether he thinks he's been, taken.
Oh, be careful.
Away from the ball or whatever, but.
Yeah. Basuma now passing it to Porro. Porro trying to give it to Kulusevski there. Porro, be careful. Oh, man. Gordon nicely done to receive that ball, but that was a dangerous play right there for Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah. Let's have another look. He's caught him. He has caught his foot.
Oh, come on. That's got to be a yellow card right there. Harvey Barnes.
Isak's foot here.
Did he get Isak's foot?
Yeah, I mean, I know it's minimal, but I've seen penalties given for less than that. I'll tell you that right now.
Look,
I mean, they're not going to give it, but
There we go. Look at. Oh well, he did nip him on that foot.
Yeah, Diego Jota got one for less against us.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, yellow card for Yves Bissouma.
Yeah, well done.
Joe Linton passing it back to Kraft. Or Byrne, I'm sorry. Pope. Johnson back to Porro. Bissouma. Madison, a little flare to Bissouma. Back to Udogi on the left side. Odobert. Udogi. Bissouma. Madison. Porro. Back to Johnson. Porro. Madison. And now Spurs passing the ball around.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that right there, Gordon. Anthony Gordon alone. Anthony Gordon tries to pass it. Oh, he was nipped down there. He was Udogi complaining of but Gordon is down.
Gordon gets nothing.
Yep. Porro. Madison. Oh, what a pass right there. Burn, nicely done. Eddie Howe's Black Water, man. There you go. Porro off Joe Linton. That's going to be a throw-in for Tottenham Hotspur. That play right there. Yeah, Harvey Barnes was going by himself against the world. And astutely, Basuma pulls his shirt. Madison. To you, doggy. He looked offside for a second. He was. Yeah, he does look. Yeah. So there you go. To the new subbed-in referee. He caught that one. Yeah, he was offside.
Nice high. Again, it's a really it's a high pressure tactic, but when it pays off, it's great. So it's dangerous doing the high line, but when it works, it's a really good thing. But you got to be confident with your back line doing that. Oh, Crystal Palace have equalised against Chelsea. Eze with the goal.
As we were looking at Tonali warming up with the rest of his teammates. Joe Linton now battling for that ball. He's going to be called on for a foul, and Joe Linton talking back, saying he's elbowing me. He's throwing his hands as well.
Just chill it a little bit, Joe. You've still got yellow.
Yeah. Yes, he does have a yellow card. That's true. Oh, man, another foul in the midfield, and this time around is Longstaff.
Yeah, it's just... Longstaff still moaning at the ref as we're speaking. I mean, again,
that's
mate,
not good.
Just drop it, mate.
He's got a yellow.
Sky showing Paul Mitchell now. Saying it used to be Tottenham's head of recruitment as well. So,
he did. He was
using that as a little bit of a who is he really supporting?
No, he's certainly supporting Newcastle, I would assume, if he cares for his job. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he looks depleted, man. I'm telling you, man. He looks like. Now he realized he's on camera, so he's doing a little bit of applauding, but I don't know, man. He looks stressed out.
Had a bit of maybe owner has had a bit of a word with some of these guys.
Oh yeah.
Just an idea.
All right. Tottenham now back in control with the football.
Anthony, getting.
Oh, what a cross, man! Oh man, my. Odobert was right in front of goal. Let's take a look at it again and see, because that was, I don't know, man. That deflected on Kelly. But I tell you what, oh man, he was by himself on that one.
Ooh. Who fit? Nice.
Some fans calling for Eddie to make a change. There's a foul in the midfield now. Romero's going down. Isak complaining.
Yeah, it's looking that way. I mean, Spurs, they've come up with a bit of impetus, as you would expect, obviously, with being a goal down. You just need to counteract that their change in aggression. So changes would be good. Just to kind of counterbalance that. They're obviously come up with that bit more impetus to try and get that goal back. Oh, that's
not getting away with it. Basuma getting away with it now. Son playing center. Son. Denburn just in time to save Newcastle United, and now 54.5 minutes underway. You would assume that something needs to be changed. At someone, we need possession. And I think Tonali can give you that. Oh, man, what? That was deflected. Oh, man.
I thought that was in.
That would have been horrible.
I know.
A horrible way for us. Man.
Oh!
Be careful.
Oh, that's so silly.
And now Tottenham's got it. Basuma, Isak, Poro back. On the left side now, Madison locking it. Oh, that's a bad bounce. Wow. What? Dan Burn. I tell you what, man. I'm not that's an equalizer right there for Tottenham, but I'm gonna tell you this. Dan Burn, you have that cannot happen. That cannot happen because he was not the ball was not.
No.
Look at it again. All you got to do is kick it back out the way it came, not up. That's a dangerous way to hoof it. To defect. To me, that's poor by Dan Burn. No, that's poor. That's poor by Dan Burn. He tries to go up when the ball is too low. All he has to do is kick it the way it came. I don't even know if that was going back to goal from Oliver. Maybe it was, but regardless, he's got to do better than that, man. That is an accidental play. But also, I will say that was a bad bounce by Pope originally.
Yeah. It's just a gift. Just on the plate, that is.
And look, we can't make two passes together, man, the whole second half. So something needs to be certainly adjusted.
It's a good finish by Burn.
Yeah. Now we got to be careful now because this is not this is looking too dangerous for Newcastle.
Honestly, I cannot just express how much I hate James Maddison and his diving. I hate it so much.
Well, he was going to play for us at one point.
I know I didn't want him at the club. I don't want people at the.
Guimaraes looking for a foul, and now look at that. No, wait a minute. Bruno is going to. Oh, yellow card for Bruno Guimaraes. And he's telling him, he was pulling my shirt over there. He fouled me. You didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And Bruno trying to pay back. Trying to do a little payback, and he gets a yellow card. That's not looking too good.
Well, midfield now on yellows.
And our midfield is full of yellows at this moment in time. So 58 minutes underway. I think a change is called for at the moment. And it's dangerous play. A free kick. Poro, Madison, Dragusin lining up as well. Basuma. It is Poro. Just above.
Well, Eddie is going to make. Eddie is going to look for some changes here.
That's a lot closer, that free kick. So we're going to see Pope is going to go down, maybe to allow some changes to go through, unless he's really hurt. Eddie doing something with the lineup. It looks like Murphy is coming on.
Yeah. Definitely Murphy.
Come on, man. You're going to put Tonali in, man. This is going to be a travesty. Because Murphy, what is he going to do? I mean, you need possession in the midfield. If Murphy comes on, it might be for Gordon, obviously. I'm telling you, look at this. It's an unfortunate deflection on that first play. However, on this one, Pope, it's a... Oh, see, it wasn't even... It was getting off. It wasn't on target. And then Burn. You just have to...
It is just one change. It's Harvey Barnes for Jacob Murphy.
Wow. Waiting too much is not going to help this team. The ball, we don't have possession of the ball. You need to make a change in the midfield. It looks like Tonali is so eager to come on, man. Mark my words. This change is not going to do nothing. This change is not going to do nothing. You need possession in the midfield. You already have a midfield full of yellow cards, and you need somebody in there to make something happen. So this is not positive whatsoever. This change.
But again, we were talking about this just before halftime, that we don't seem to come out after in the second half, and we haven't at all so far. Again, there's needing a goal almost to go against us to wake us the hell up. It's just,
yeah,
straight in. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, my life. Oh, my life. What are we doing? Oh, my God, we're all over the place.
Load Kelly with the throw-in. That's a poor ball right there by Kelly. Crossing the back.
Yeah.
So now Livramento. Oh, man, we lose the ball again. Udogie. Back to Romero. Romero now. Romero, the Argentinian, thinking too much with that. Too open. Johnson trying to cross it. And that's going to be a corner kick for Tottenham. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think Harvey Barnes played better than Gordon, and Gordon's still on the pitch. Well, he's put him on the left side now, maybe trying to see if he can do better.
Yeah.
Basuma. Long stuff there. Blocking. Isak now. Isak trying to poach the ball away. Porro, though, good enough to get it back. Now Vicario with the ball. Isak pressing. Vicario hoofs it. Livramento right on it. And now Jacob Murphy. The change for Murphy loses the ball again.
Lose the ball.
The first two things are losing the ball. The first two plays are him.
Hey.
Crosser, be careful, Pope. Right, good and secure on that one. But I keep telling you, man, there's no. Murphy's not going to do anything because you need the midfield. But this is, look, I don't want to. It just doesn't make sense. The midfield needs control, possession, and you're not going to put Tonali and you're going to put Murphy in as if that's going to change anything in the midfield. But anyways, we try to get a ball in there, but to Longstaff, and he loses it. He gets tackled away. Basuma now to Madison.
Oh.
Nicely done, Bruno. And now Murphy to Jolinton. Jolinton. Bruno steals it. Nice ball to Isak. Isak plays to the left side to Gordon. Gordon 1-on-1. Gordon's going to cut inside. Gordon to Kelly. Kelly. Whoo. No, not Kelly. Murphy. Murphy was close there.
Yeah.
Well, good ball by Isak. Good turnaround. Nicely done by Gordon. Cutting inside just in time to give that pass to Murphy. And Murphy, with no angle, shoots it right at Vicario. Not a spectacular save because that ball was it was only one way it was going to be directed. And but good save nonetheless for Vicario. Corner kick for Newcastle United. Gordon on the ball. Gordon with the crossing. Basuma.
Tell you what, all these commercial directors we got or whatever, that's great. We've got all that. Perfect. We need a new dead ball, whatever, coach. Because I tell you what, most of our dead balls are atrocious. That's terrible from Madison. Yeah, our dead balls are awful.
Yeah, that's why I said James Ward-Prowse would have been amazing.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Oh, well, it looks like a yellow card right there for Madison. But it may seem. Who's on the pitch? Tonali.
Tonali is on the pitch and Longstaff is hoofed. Get him off.
There we go. So Longstaff is coming off. Yeah, Sandro Tonali lining up. Sandro Tonali, number 8. Pippity Pappity Tonali.
Lewis Hall is on the pitch as well.
Lewis Hall is coming on the pitch, and I tell you what, if these players play well now, because we should, then it is a mistake not to play them, because now people will say, well, he made it right, but these guys should be on the pitch, and we said it before the match, so we shall see. We might play worse. Who knows? But Kelly coming off as well as Longstaff, so.
Well, it's 2 changes that we both wanted, so we'll see.
Yep.
Oh, Bruno, man.
Longstaff to Murphy. Not Longstaff, it was Joe Linton. To Murphy. Murphy now on the right side. Murphy passing it back to Kraft. Be careful, Son. Son to Audibert. Nicely done defensively right there by Kraft. Good stuff.
Did well there. Yeah, did well there, Kraft. Oh my God! Oh, we are so lucky. So lucky.
A throw in for Newcastle United. Lewis Hall. Joe Linton playing it all the way back to Byrne. And Byrne with a bad mistake. Audibert to shoot, deflected, and now it's turned into a poor game by Byrne, to be finished. To be honest with you.
Man.
It's been a nightmare.
I don't know what he's doing there. It's a shocker. Shocker, a pass. Hospital pass. Just unneeded.
Well, 70 minutes underway. We are struggling.
Sorry, Benjamin. I am really trying to keep a lot of it in.
Oh, look at that Tonali. Sandro Tonali now with the ball. Passing it to Murphy. Man. And that might be a foul right there on Tonali, and it is called a foul by Bissouma. Oh yeah, that was a push. That was definitely a push right there.
Yeah, yes. Easy call for the ref there.
There we go. There's the foul. Byrne is up there trying to get to it. Joe Linton as well. Byrne, Gordon trying to get to Isak. Kulusevski can't get to it. Throw in for Newcastle United. Hall back to Gordon. And Johnston. Man, Gordon lets that one go. Johnson again. And Johnson 1-on-1. Johnson to cross it. Crosses it. Oh, my goodness, mate. Bruno Guimaraes. I thought that was going to be that's going to be another Byrne play.
Yeah.
Man, goodness gracious. And that is shocking counter. Well, look, we got back in time. There was 5 players, but right between Kraft's legs.
But again, like, losing a stupid place like that, like Gordon, what's he doing? It's just really frustrating to lose balls where you're that, you've got that much control. Tino Werner is going to come on now.
Timo Werner from Germany to the world. A very questioned player, Werner, by Tottenham fans.
Yeah, Beer. I think we all remember those days with fondness, don't we, when we used to attack?
And the fans trying to wake up. A free kick on the right side. Oh, man, the ball goes right to Son. Son with the cross. Johnson. Madison. Oh, what a block right there by Pope.
Yeah, good save.
Man, oh, man. Pope, what a save. That was a nice shot as well, man. But, and now the fans are booing somebody.
They are obsessed with these long shots, Tottenham. Absolutely obsessed with them.
Bah. Tell you what, man, they could have scored some. Fans are booing. Corner kick for Tottenham. Madison. Porro now. Yeah, another corner, man. Pope has been busy.
Madison, you're not actually allowed to put your hands on an official.
Yeah. He's trying to move the official.
Well, you're not allowed to do that.
No.
Bruno Fernandes got
Be careful.
a yellow card for that.
Yeah. Bissouma. Son. Pedro Porro now shooting. Oh, Brennan Johnson. Oh. By himself. That's the thing, man. But I'll be honest. We don't even do that. We don't even shoot from outside.
No. Well, when's the last time we had a shot in this half? It's just, again, it's frustrating because we've come out the second half and done nothing. So far, we've done nothing.
Those Arm Pillow says it has been a hard watch. It's the old days under Bruce again.
Let's not get too carried away. Bloody hell, we're not five at the back and doing, Jesus. I mean, I get we're playing bad, but Bruce bad. Don't know about
that. All right, Murphy. Murphy has done naught, except for that one play right at the goalkeeper. But look at that, Murphy. That's going to be a corner kick for Newcastle United.
Oh.
Gordon on the set piece. Gordon with the cross. Burn. Murphy trying to shoot. Lewis Hall. Tottenham hoof it. Be careful. Don't make a mistake right there. Livramento. Back to Pope. And now Lewis Hall on the left side. Joe Linton in the midfield. Oh, what a pass right there to Murphy. Murphy alone. Murphy maybe to Isak. Isak, yes, in the 10. In the 10, ladies and gentlemen. What a counter attack. What a play out of nowhere. Nobody expected that one. Well done by Murphy.
He's on the ball.
What a pass. Oh, man. Get in. Get in, man.
Isak, you lad.
Oh, woo! Get in, man. What a pass right there by Joe Linton, was it?
Really clever for Murphy. He's seen that Isaac's got a better position. Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff, of course. Isak needed that goal. But let's look at that again. Nice. Joe Linton. Look at Joe Linton cutting inside, being too strong, too much of a man for Madison on that one. The pass right to Murphy, and Murphy being a good companion, a good teammate, right to Isak just to push it in. Great stuff right there, man. And of course, I mean, it was a good play. I was criticizing Murphy the whole time he was on the pitch, and he did make those mistakes. But on this one, he was class.
Yeah. Right, lads, just keep it up now. You don't need to go to a back bloody 7. Keep it up. Do you know what I mean? Just keep it up.
Yeah, you got to keep up the work. You got to be able to get the result.
Yeah, I'm not saying you have to go all out attack. That's a terrible tackle. But you know, just a bit of pressure. Bit of pressure, you'll be all right. There we go. Postacoglu's responding with some urgent subs.
Yeah. But again, we got them on that counter attack, man.
Like I said, mate, it's a biggest problem, Tottenham.
Yeah.
Under Postacoglu in particular, that they're so susceptible on that counter attack. As we are at times. I'm not saying we're perfect when it comes to a counter attack. But that's their biggest problem.
Yeah.
Because when you get in behind them like we did there, they always struggle. And they've always struggled with Isak. Always.
Oh, look at that pass right there. Nicely to Livramento, but Romero's just in time. Shout out to Mr. I in the chat. First time I'm seeing you. Show a bit more energy, guys. Who are you talking about? Us? Or are you talking about the team? Which one? Well, welcome, Mr. I, anyway. Beer Ragger, you were criticizing him, Chris. I was giving him constructive criticism. No, you weren't. You hate Murphy. Don't lie. But there it is. We are back on top. And so now look at Sandro Tonali, pippity pappity, giving it right to the right side to Livramento. But oh, there we go. Back to Murphy. Murphy 101, nicely done. Murphy to what the hell was that? Man? Back to Gordon on the left side. Isak now. Isak, Gordon. Oh, shocking, Gordon, man. What?
Yeah, he's not doing well the second half, has he, Gordon? He's been a bit poor.
Oh, man. Tonali biting at the ankle. Oh, yellow. Oh, I was about to say, no way, man. Oh, they're going to make a change. One of the young lads coming onto the pitch. Madison's coming off.
Yeah. Glad about that, because I can't stand him diving around, pretend to be injured. That's my bloody nut in. That's why I'm glad we didn't get him. I never understood why so many Newcastle fans wanted him at the club.
Oh, Betancourt as well coming on the pitch for Tottenham Hotspur. Uruguayan international. Postacoglu wants some results. 82 minutes underway. 8 minutes to go for the Magpies. You have to control this match. You have to manage and get the result. You're already 1 up. 2-1 up. So
whew. Big Joe. Eddie looking a bit.
Oh, be careful right there.
Bit stressed, Eddie.
Nicely done, Livramento. Udogi. Nicely hoofed by Joe Linton.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Eddie Howe drinking his water.
For the cameras, it's water.
Yeah. It's like white wine, man. Gordon taken down right there. Not sure that was a foul, to be fair.
And he got a yellow card as well, Bentacore.
Oh, he did get a yellow card.
No, about that.
We're gonna have to look at it again, though. Let me see. Gordon alone. Let me see. Well, he didn't get the ball, so
it's just one of those, isn't it? Yeah.
then that was a yellow card. Yeah.
If it was a Newcastle player, I'd be very unhappy.
Yeah, that's true. Betancourt apologizing, of course. Isak now talking to Eddie Howe, having a conversation. What the hell is Isak drinking? That's like a purple drink. Yeah. It's like toilet cleaner, man. But anyways, there's Lewis Hall on the ball. Really good match. Really interesting stuff. The ball to Isak, who is probably not going to get to it. Oh, corner kick. Yeah, that's got to be a corner kick. No, it wasn't.
Deemed it the other way.
Yeah.
He's causing a few problems for Tottenham now. Been a bit of thorn in their side.
There we go. Throw in Joelinton. Nicely done, Joelinton. Joelinton with the pass. Isak. Alexander Isak. Corner kick for Newcastle United. That's got to be a corner kick. Yes, sir. And the crowd is up. The crowd is on their feet. Nicely done, Joelinton. Joelinton, much better game today.
Yeah. So much improvement today. He's not, like I said, he looked like he was walking through bloody treacle the last couple of games, but better. Much better.
Osula warming up with Almiron on the sidelines there.
What I say? I want to see the lad. I want to see him.
I want to see Osula as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, be careful! Dan Burn was running through people there. Back to Gordon the ball, but it's now out of the danger zone. Gordon though hoofs it to nobody. Romero passing it to Porro. Pedro Porro. Porro going into the midfield. Udogi.
Good referee.
Verna. Betancourt. Bentancur trying to do something with it. Nicely, well defended by Newcastle United. Really good defensive work there. Really good positioning.
And that's a shame about the own goal, isn't it? It's just kind of like we've been okay defensively. It's just, it's one of those, isn't it? I mean, on 10 other days, Dan Burn probably gets rid of it. It's Sod's law. It goes with him. But at the moment, it's not making any difference because at the moment we are ahead, which is good. Hit him in the head. Never going to get there. Brilliant.
Nicely done, Isak. Gordon. Jolinta's chest. And be careful now. Spurs on the counter attack. Verna. Pope has to run back. Nicely done there by Dan Burn.
Yeah, a bit better from Dan Burn there. Yeah. Bit more confidence in that one, that tackle, which is nice to see.
Right.
I think he's a bit wobbly after the own goal, wasn't he? But I think he's kind of. It looks like he's recovered from that little wobble.
Yeah, I agree. Corner kick for Spurs. And back to corner.
Yeah, good point, Ansel, about Gordon. That maybe Southgate's rocked his confidence. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? I was saying earlier, before the kickoff, I wonder whether Gordon's recent form has been not fitness, but maybe mentality. Not saying he's been bad mentality, but it could have knocked him not playing much. Well, I say not much, but 3 minutes he played, poor lad.
For England, yeah.
But hopefully, I know that he's not full-time manager, but hopefully he gets a bit more time under the new temporary manager. See how much added time we're going to get in the match. 5 minutes again.
5 minutes.
Half.
Okay.
5
Good
minutes.
deal. Don't forget that we will have a match reaction immediately after full time, so don't miss that one out. Don't miss out on that one, rather said. We're coming up with our instant reaction to this match. And of course, we will be showing your comments as well, so you can have your say.
Oh, Bruno, I love you so much.
A pass right there to Gordon on the left side. Gordon alone. Gordon. Cut him back inside. Bruno give him an eye.
God.
Bruno. And that's going to be a foul by Tottenham right there. And Bruno.
I love it.
Getting the fans up on their feet.
Oh, man. Love a bit of that. Love a bit of that, Bruno. Dreadful.
Newcastle with a free kick. Gordon.
It's flipping awful.
Right to Vicario.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not even joking, Chris. We honestly need to search for players, whatever, but we need to search for a decent dead ball coach. The plans just aren't working when we do dead balls.
Yeah.
You know, we go short too often, or it ends up in attack too often
Be
for
careful.
the opposition.
Johnson. Nobody home.
Bruno's done well there. That's Miguel Almiron ready to come on.
Yeah, Almiron's going to come on. I'm sure to waste some time.
Yeah. Oh. That's a foul, ref. Thank you. Well done. Good referee.
Which, by the way, yeah. Solanke obviously hurt for Tottenham. That's a letdown for them.
Yeah, I think the refs had an okay game today. I don't think he's been terrible.
Yeah. Kulusevski. To nobody. Oh, that might be an offensive foul right there. And
Almiron for Gordon.
What's his name is losing his mind.
Gordon's been hit and miss today. I think he did okay, but
yeah.
Second half he went at it. He looks absolutely dead on his feet.
Stale match by Gordon.
Yeah. Oh, Sky Sports have given Big Joe the man of the match. Yeah, I think I agree with that, actually. He has had a very positive...
Certainly busy, yeah.
Positive influence on this game. He's been much more the Joe that we all want at the club. We all know and love. Get rid of it. Oh, unlucky, Zach. Unlucky.
Pedro Porro hoofing it to the middle. Murphy hoofing it back. It's become a tennis match for a couple of seconds. But Isak trying to put pressure there. Looks like we're not going to see Osula. Tonali guarding there. Throw in for Tottenham. It looks like time is up.
Maybe against Wimbledon, eh?
Yeah, maybe against Wimbledon.
Yeah.
And the crowd is blowing. The crowd is whistling, of course, because they want that whistle. They want the final whistle.
But ref, where's the whistle?
Come on, man. Bentancur, Udogi, and Werner wants a free kick.
Good referee in that. He's told him he's gonna get it. Well done. Yeah.
Good refereeing all around, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't. One yellow pissed me off a little bit, but
the yellow card, yeah, in the beginning. But look at this. Come on, now we're already at 96. Almost. Come on. There you go, and it is full time, ladies and gentlemen. Newcastle United winning an unbelievable 3 points against Tottenham Hotspur. St. James's Park erupting. Of course, Postecoglou shaking hands with Eddie Howe. And what a wonderful game. I'm super excited because actually my prediction was correct. So I'm gaining some good points on the table as well. But
here we go. Newcastle United in fourth position.
Fourth position now. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. What happened with Chelsea and Crystal Palace?
Ended a draw, 1-0.
Nice. But what a win, what a performance, what a game. Not the prettiest game, but Newcastle United showing personality once again.
Yeah.
And showing that if you give them an opportunity to create, they will score. And so really good stuff, of course. Massive win, Ian Fleming. I do agree. Massive win today, man. It's about getting the points as well, even when you don't play good. And we certainly did do that. But and the man of the match, of course, he according to Sky is Joe Linton. We might do a poll there for a second so we can do ours. But listen, follow us on right here on the homepage. We're going to do the full-time reaction right now. Not waste any time. We're going to get that started as soon as possible. Thank you so much for your support, and we will see you. Let me just see real quick. Let me get that one started. There you go. Follow us right now. Thank you for your support. We'll be live here immediately after full time right now. So thank you, folks. We'll see you then.